What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Vape Coach, and we are back in your life. And guys, today we've got a very special spin the wheel style tournament, and this is going to be a banger. Coming up first is going to be Disarted taking on Mr. Pups, followed by Cucumber taking on Shutter, LavenderRain taking on SoulsFate, and of course AttackPotency taking on SeasonedFox. We've got some character loyalists, but now we've got to go spin that wheel, chat. Let me show you exactly what this is going to look like. Let's get to it. And great to see everybody here today, but now let me show you what this event is all about. So coming up first, we have Disarted and we have Mr. Pups. So how this is gonna look is you gotta come out here and we've gotta spin that wheel. So coming out for Disarted, coming up first is going to be, who is he getting? Let's find out, chat. And it is going to be Disarted getting the Raiden, and he is already on it, as you can see. And now Mr. Pups, we've got it. All right, now we're going to remove that. And now for Mr. Pups, what do we got spinning? What do we got here? What do we got here? Escalators, escalators! And it looks like Mr. Pups is going to get one of his mains in the form of the Rain. That is going to be looking good. And now both players will have to pick those characters. Rain taking on Raiden. Let's get it. What is going on? Every single person up in the house. Let's get it going. Rain versus Raiden to get us started. Disarted taking on Mr. Pups. Let's get right to it, chat. And once again, thank you guys all so much for being here. Thank you all so much for supporting. And let's get started.
The gateway.
This fight will be
all right, this is going down like 4 flat tires. Remember, it doesn't matter if you win or doesn't matter if you lose. You've got to switch every single time. Yo, what's going on, DJ Matt? Cucumber as well. And Meow, what's going on? He said, can you check Discord? I got you, I got you. All right, chat, let's hang out. Let's make sure we get this going. Who is going to be coming out on top? Ooh. Yes, it is. Cucumber is going to spin every single match. All right, Cucumber, by the way, Mao is here. I'm going to end up putting him in. Mao, thank you so much for letting me know. All right, let's do this, chat. Let's get rolling and let's get going. All right, though, let's do this damn thing, guys. Great to see you in the house again. I'm running off about an hour of sleep. All right, though, let's do it. Let's get going. And now, Disarted right now, coming out, trying to zone this man, but it is going to be none other than Mr. Pups holding the serve at the moment. And yo, what's up, Big Aiden? Ooh, this connection is interesting. It is inspirational, chat, I will say. And remember, chat, yeah, this event, it's going to take a little bit more out of me. We are going to try. By the way, currently a $0 prize pool. If anybody does want to donate to that, you can do so right there. All right, the low. Hang on a second, though. What is this ping? Disarted right now, trying to fight on through. Disarted with a big overhead chop. Yeah, no, Cucumber, yeah, Mao is here. I thought he was not going to be, but it turns out he actually is here. Sorry about that, but yeah, we will try to get you in one of these events soon. Nice down one to go along with it. Now, by the way, I'm going to have to put your characters back in because I did not think you were here. Nice, and chat, hang on a second. The jumping coming from Pups. Can he bring this back? Yeah, Cucumber, I'm so sorry, man. It is what it is. But yeah, no, all right, though. And the flash command going to be hitting him, and that's going to be Diz taking round number 1. At 4s, I have no idea.
Fight.
All right, though. Let's see it, let's see it, let's see it, though. The grab coming from Mr. Pups. Disarted trying to punch on through. Down 1. And another push on forward. Disarted, though, getting that poke special into a solid grab. Forwards, though, we do have other events if you want to sign up for those. Another low. And there is going to be Pew Pew coming out, but we've got some Hydro Dynamic Technology, chat. And once again, we are going all kinds of crazy here inside the fight night. Just getting started. What's up, by the way? DJ saying, nah, I'm agree with that. I'm agree. By the way, that thumbnail from last night. If anybody does want to join us on the YouTube side of things, you can do so right there. All right, Disarted. Oh, Mr. Pups, though, not going to be having that lead. Diz trying to track him down. And what is this ping? Why are you guys lag spiking all over the place? Back 3 into the air. Back 3 into the air. Okay. Disarted right now, still trying to track him down. Mr. Pups, though, going airborne. Diz not having it. One more connection for either player should be enough to do it. And remember, a win here would be huge for Disarted. Let's see what we've got. And by the way, anybody sending me an invite, please do make it a Forever King. More pew-pews on the loose. And chat, this could be enough. Mr. Pups is going to tie this bad boy up, and we are officially looking good. By the way, Mao and Shutter, please do add each other. And remember, make sure it is a Forever King. Let's try to have Shutter come out on the left side of things. All right, more hydrodynamic technology. What's going on, Aiden? Hopefully you guys are all having a great day, and hopefully we can just make it that much better. And remember, we've got some amazing players here. SoulsFate versus LavenderRain. Gonna be absolute cinema. SeasonedFox taking on AttackPotency, of course. You do not want to miss any of this. And now this is going to hurt. Up into the air we go. Another low, the double down 1. Mr. Pups trying to roll away. Mr. Pups, he will need a lot more damage. Keep in mind, this is going to be one of his mains. Diz, if he can get a win here, this would be huge. All right, though. Hang on a second, still continuing to backdash, and another low. All right, the waterwork technology we see is completely on display. 1-1, into the low again, the back three. Disarted, the overhead chop into a full combo. Striker gonna be seeing what he can make out of that. And we are continuing to backdash as Mr. Pups just simply trying to zone. Down one into the grab. All right, and another low coming alongside it. Back three yet again. And yo, what's going on, Glamour? I see you mixing it up. You better believe it. What's going on with you, Big Glamour? Welcome everybody tuning in. Critical, do not think I don't notice you. And this is gonna be guaranteed Disarted. Gonna be taking game number 1 in our Spin the Wheel special. And guys, all I gotta say is a huge thank you so much for coming through. We still got so many more matches. We are just in many ways getting started. And let's go take a look at that replay once again, brought to you by this community. What's up, by the way, Rain? And all right, chat, it looks like it is time to officially spin that wheel again. Remember, after every single game, the players, they list 5 characters, and they come out, and after every single one, and you guys know, Rips is pretty much the inventor of this format, but we are gonna be stealing it again and again, chat. Let's get you back to it. Let me show you how this is going down. Let's do it. All right, so let's spin the wheel for both. We're just gonna do this both at the same time. That seems to be the better way to get it done. Coming out for Disarted is going to be the Scorpion. That's his secondary. And Mr. Pups getting that Takeda. That is gonna be one of his main characters, Scorpion and Takeda.
Scorpion.
Let's get it, Chad. Let's do it. Make some noise.
Sector. Striker.
All right, we see what's in front of us, and yo, what's up, Doodle Combo? He says, what did I miss, sexy man? Well, first of all, I am flattered, Doodle Combo. Second of all, you have not missed much. You are here for our Spin the Wheel challenge, and now we have 8 players. We have an amazing array of sweaty players going at it. And by the way, Shutter, please do add him in WB. Please try to set that up on the Discord. All right, an overhead though, starting off with Diz on his secondary. I've seen him win tournaments off of this. Nice. He said, I appreciate you for this morning. I apologize for waking you if I did. You are all good, Glamour. Trust me. Anytime you want to message me, you are free to. Reels him in. Disarted though is going crazy at that. It's going to be a nice overhead coming from him. The low again into the overhead. Mr. Pups is in trouble.
You dishonor yourself.
Round 2. Fight.
And we see what's in front of us, chat. We see all the damage, all the combos, and all the down ones. Disarted right now trying to run over this. And yo, Exotic Baddie, welcome back to the chat. Disarted still getting that damage. Disarted throws him left, right, and center field. Remember, you have to pick whatever the wheel says, but you are able to pick whatever cameo you choose to. And now it looks like Mr. Pups is starting to wake up on the locator, throws him left, right, and center field. And this is going to be an exciting event, guys. Like I said, this is going to be all kinds of wild. Are you going to get the character you want? Mr. Pups throwing him right back down, lifts him up, and then you know what? Gravity's going to take effect. Oh, Jesus. And by the way, Osborne, thank you so much for... Osborne, thank you so much for the follow. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Trying to reel him in yet again. And now another solid grab and chat. This should be the game. How much damage are we staring at this wheel scale? Are we going to spend it? And yo, Joe Budden, what's going on? And chat, we are having a great time. Is this enough to kill? This is scaling like crazy. I think he's still alive, if I'm being perfectly honest, chat. And Looper, great to see you in the house. How's it going? And chat, if you're watching here on the Twitch side or the YouTube side, thank you so much for taking some time out of your day. This is going to be hard to fight back from. Mr. Pups with an overhead. He's got it!
Did you like that?
And Mr. Pups with the ultimate comeback. Everybody in the D house going to be hiding. They do not want to deal with any of this. All right? Disarted, trying to become a one-man wrecking crew by the looks of it. Another jump and another low. Mr. Pups starting to wake up. And there is going to be the Whirlybird special. The stand two, one into another overhead. Disarted continuing to make mincemeat out of this matchup. And you cannot push a button due to the fact that Striker there saying, ha, I'm a cop. Good. Use of the leash. Not going to be able to get a combo from that as Mr. Pups, but we do have armor. Fantastic stuff, chat. We're actually huge fans of this behavior. Overhead is going to be no good. Pushing on through yet again. The down one, the stand two, another stand two. Oh, Jesus, chat. We got poking a special. Disarted is going crazy. He says Striker bombs in the T-house. Madabo would not be happy. Hey, people forget, Glamour. People forget. And this is most certainly going to hurt Disarted. He is aura farming, and he is now going to be up on a 2-0 lead just like that to get us started. Chat, take a walk with me. Let's go take a look at that replay. Once again, as always, brought to you by this incredible community. And let's go see what we've got. Chat, I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one. Disarted right now on that 2-0 lead. Mr. Pups, he needs something and he needs it soon. The problem is, most of his good characters are already gone, but if Disarted gets that Havoc, we could be in a world of hurt. Let's go take a look, chat, and let's do the damn thing. Yo, what's up, Bob? Five-match win streak. That's important. People forget, man. All right, chat. By the way, this is the current bracket. These are how things are currently looking. By the way, it will be none other than Mal coming through and taking a bow. Whoa. What's going on, Nameless King, chat? So, coming out first for Disarted is going to be, what do we got, chat? What do we got? People forget. Disarted, do not give him the Havoc. Don't give him the Havoc. Don't give him the Havoc. All right, so it will be Mr. Pups getting the Scorpion, and it will be Disarted getting the Liu Kang. He's ready for it, chat. Let's do the damn thing, and let's go. And hopefully you guys are once again all having a great day. I see low-tier Loyalists hanging out with us, Bomb, and Nameless King. Great to see you. He says, yeah, but Batty Bo solos the entire cast. Ed Boon told me, of course. All right, Disarted getting that Liu Kang. Is it going to be enough to take out Mr. Pups and Scorpion? Let's find out, chat. Let's do this damn thing. All right, though. Once again, thank you guys all so much for coming through, hanging out. Excuse me for 1 second. I just got to load up Mal's characters. All right, let's do it, chat. Let's do it. Let's do it, chat. By the way, guys, yeah, we are back on the YouTube grind. And by the way, guys, we do have a good Discord link. This is going to be working permanently. Trust me, I made sure of it. What's going on, Platinum Hunt? Zack Attack in the building as well. Oh, Jesus. Another solid grab, but Mr. Pups says, unhand me, good sir. We shan't be doing that today, sir. You shall not be taking our pod. Forward for technology. Nice. All right, the breakaway, though, coming courtesy of the Striker. Give me 1 second, chat. All right, and now we are continuing to move. We are continuing to group, and these players continuing to deliver the ass beating that we were hoping for. And give me 1 quick second, chat. Just loading up these characters. All right, and right now, Mr. Pups, though, not in the lead. Disarted continuing to make mincemeat out of this matchup. And this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. And chat, this might be enough. Look at the damage coming from a Disarted. 1 more is all he needs. And this could be the beginning of a lag spike, but that's gonna be the round, and that is gonna be Diz now officially on set point. All right, now if you are going to be none other than Mr. Pups, you've gotta make something happen. You've gotta go for the gold. What do we got here? He said first to 5 or first to 3? It's first to 3. If you lose 3, you are out of here. Say it with me, Chad. You are eliminated. Disarted again, moving on strong. Mr. Pups' connection is inspirational. Another low. Disarted continuing to push forward. And another one. He is going to be close to putting this all away. And this should be the beginning of the end. 1 more is all he needs. By the way, Shutter and Mal, make sure you guys do have those invites locked and loaded. Angel King, thank you so much for the follow in chat. That's going to do it. Disarted with a 3-0. The connection was going crazy, by the way, but that will be a 3-0. GG's to both players. Thank you so much for coming through, and thank you so much for making this a thing. Chat, let's go take a look at that replay if we can. And chat, still some of the sweatiest matches you could imagine still coming up next. Let's do this damn thing, chat, and let's get it going. This is going to be a banger of a set. Coming up next, by the way, we do have Shutter coming out of the Middle East, taking on Mal, coming out of EU. But now we've got to take a look at that bracket and adjust things accordingly. All right, so with, oh wait, no, I have the wrong scene. I have the wrong scene, chat. I'm tripping. Now we're good to go. So with that result, it will be none other than Panther's own Disarted coming through for semifinal number 1. EU is looking good on this thing. But you got to remember, this is the EU side of things. Chat, coming up next is going to be Cucumber taking on Shutter. Let me load up those wheels and then let's get started. Hopefully you guys are all having a great time. And remember, 6 more matches for your viewing pleasures. Let's go and let's roll. All right, chat, so let's get this going and let's get rolling. DJ, it's okay. I promise you. So, chat, here we go. This is going to be the first spin. Let's get it. All right, so Shutter is going to be getting one of their main characters, getting the Natara, and it will be Meowmers coming out with the Xiao. All right, chat, let's do this damn thing. Xiao and Natara, we are ready for it. All right, let's make this happen. Let's see who is going to be getting this Meowmers. You do have the Xiao, by the way. All right, Shutter has got this. All right, let's do this damn thing. And let's go. All right, looks like Meowmers is ready to roll. By the way, LavenderRain, if you are listening to me, you are going to be up next.
Wuxi Academy.
And remember, a big
Never
portion of
again
the
will
stream
I
is going to be
join
paying
forces with
attention to
you,
the
Shao.
stream. Make sure you guys are all set, locked and loaded, and ready to get all sent out. Now, this is going to be set number 2. Meowverse, take it on Shudder. Middle East taking on EU. And DJ, by the way, I'm super sorry to hear that. Yeah, Katana is out of here due to the fact that Shudder forgot how to count. It happens, chat. It happens to the best of us. However, we are still moving forward. It is going to be none other than Shudder getting up in those DMs. Good punish, though, coming from Mao. Mao getting sent flying, though, into the corner. Good stuff yet again and again, chat. By the way, yeah, currently a $0 prize pool. If anybody does want to donate to that, you can do so right here. That is going to be all Shudder on the board, getting us cooked off here. And yo, Demigod Medusa, what's going on? Demigod, I would have dressed so much nicer if I knew you were coming through today, man. I'm wearing the tiny whities, man. I can't even lie. I would have if I would have known. I am upset. What's going on, Demigod? Thank you so much for being here. You're just in time, by the way, 4-hour spin the wheel event. All right, going crazy is Shudder, continuing to cook up, but you gotta remember, this is gonna be one of Shudder's main characters. Another jump in, another jump in, and another jump in. And right now it is gonna be Mao looking on roller skates, looking like they're gonna be a little bit uncomfortable. The overhead, the double, and all right, if you are gonna be Mao, you gotta do every single thing you can to make this work. An overhead, you gotta make more happen. Mao continuing to put on that damage. What does Shudder have from here? Not gonna wait around, perhaps to find out. 2-1, down 1, and what is this? Angel King with the 40 bomb in this tournament. He said, I always feel like I could do this, but I would get wrecked. Angel King, you would never get wrecked. Always feel welcome in these events, and thank you so much for the 40 bomb. And chat, can we get some big A's in the chat coming from my goat, Big Angel, and that is going to be the round. We are all tied up, chat, just like me, on a Friday night, a $40 prize pool for your guys' viewing pleasure, for the players, and to help support everybody in the building. Let's go! All right, chat, I'm hyped. I'm on an hour of sleep, by the way, and I am super hyped at the moment. You know what? I've been drinking green tea all day. You guys gonna bring the demons out of me? I don't think so. All right, Shudder continuing to try to pull away. What is this gonna lead to? What is this gonna lead to again and again? Another grab, hip toss coming courtesy of Darius. Mao is not completely out of this, not just yet. Shudder right now is backdashing all over the place, does not want to lose this. He can see the 40 bomb. All right, now back up in there. The overhead yet again, and another overhead, chat. But Mao, he is cooking, he is good looking. And I can see it. I can see through his intentions and his intestines. Oh, the ball rolling, that is gonna be swiper, no swiping territory. He said, cool, oh yeah, exactly, Platinum Hut. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? Into the sky, and chat, this is gonna hurt, and that is going to be the game. Shudder, it took them a while, but they were eventually able to get it done, and now, let's go take a look at that replay. Let's get going. Exactly, guys. Never question the prize pool. Just be extremely happy for anybody who comes through and supports. And you guys know what? Whether it's $1 or $5 billion, we want to say a giant thank you to anybody who comes through, gives us your time, and you know what? Any generosity is extremely, extremely. It's a blessing to us, guys. That's all I gotta say. A huge thank you to this community, and thank you so much for everything you do. But now we've got to give you guys your money's worth, which means we've got to go spin that wheel. Let me show you guys exactly what we're cooking with. And now, we've got this thing, chat. So we're actually gonna be doing this backwards. So the first one is gonna be Shudder. What do we get for Shudder? All right, so for Shudder, we got the Melina. That's their main character. And for Mao, let me change those scoreboards around if we can. And Mao is gonna be coming out with Scorpion. All right, Mao does play a nice Scorpion. Very excited to see this, chat. Let's get you back to it. Let's get these characters the hell out of here, and let's get going. Yo, what's going on, Souls? Souls, coordinate with LavenderRain, by the way. Make sure it is a Forever King. And Angel King with another 40. So I'm gonna try one day when I have more time. Oh my goodness, we are on the second set, and we are almost at $100 because Angel King literally refusing to stop being goated. I don't know how to stop him, chat, but you know what? We are powerless as Angel King is making it rain, making it LavenderRain, perhaps. Chat, $80, and I need to see those A's all over the building, guys. Much love again to Angel King, dropping and making this place explode. Angel King, thank you so much for all the generosity, man. We appreciate it a ton here. And now we've got to spin those wheels like we've never spun it before. Everybody coming through and making this happen. And I'm telling you, these spin the wheel tournaments, people forget, man. Pretty spicy stuff. All right, W's to you as well, good sir. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us today. And a huge shout out to everybody for coming through. And Angel King, I'm gonna give you a shout out, chat. I want you guys all to follow this man. However, it will be Shutter right now currently trying to cook this up. He does not have the lead. Can he take it back? All right, Chad, once again, a huge shout out for any generosity, a huge shout out for any time you guys are spending with us today. And yo, Napple Chick, how's your night going? Or how's your day going? It's morning for me. It's gonna be about 9 a.m. and that is gonna be all Mao getting that first round on Shutter.
Round 2. Fight.
And for anybody tuning in, courtesy of Angel Goat coming through, this is now going to be an $80 prize pool. This is only round number 1. We have not even gotten into the super sweaty matches. And Angel King with another 20. He said, you know what? Let's make that an even $100. I don't know how to stop him, man. I don't know where the off button is, but I'll tell you what, we are forever in this man's debt. And he said, Doodle's coming through with the shout out. He said, no, I'm sorry. He said, let's even that out. This is now $120. The chat has gone crazy. DJ, stop them. Doodle, thank you so much. And you know what, Angel, thank you. You know what, those two, they tried to beat each other and it didn't work out. But you know what, 120 reasons why you've got to come through and be an Omega Sweat. And now, Chad, right in front of our very eyes, a 1-1 score. Mao gonna be tying this up. And Doodle, thank you so much. And of course, Angel, thank you so much. If I sound like a broken record, that's because I'm a broken record. Chad, we love you. And thank you so much for everything you guys are doing. Holy moly, Chad, I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I don't know what I don't know how to. Chad, we just gotta get back to the match, all right, before anything else crazy happens. And Doodle said, almost, do not worry about it, Doodle. However, Chad, we now have to give you your money's worth by law. All right, Chad, coming out for Mao, this is going to be, who do we got? And we're gonna spin it for Shutter as well. What do we got here, Chad? It looks like Mao is gonna be getting the sub. This is gonna be a 1-1. Oh God, no. Blow on it. All right, we'll take it, Chad. It's gonna be Cyrax taking on Sub-Zero. Chad, let's roll. And you know what? I am hyped, man. I am super hyped. And Chad, let's get you to it. Mao and Shutter on a 1-1 score. Let's get going. $120 courtesy of Doodle and Angel coming through, flexing on us. And you know what? All we gotta say is we love you here at the Fight Night. Let's get it.
Academy.
I want no part of what you're building.
And Shutter, oh my God, we gotta get this character the hell out of here. But Mao, kill this character now.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, Chad, here comes Mao, here comes Shutter, and we are lighting this place up like a Christmas tree. 120 reasons why you gotta be an Omega Sweat, and Chad has literally demanded it, saying, you know what, there is gonna be no second tries here. You've gotta get this done. Shutter getting mixed. This is not good. The down one. And another solid grab, and into the low. Here comes Shutter. Shutter coming out with the Frost cameo. That is going to be quite behooving themselves. Into the air we go, and more bomb squads on the loose. Shutter right now is going, pinning a modern art masterpiece. He said extra bazillion to get rid of Cyrax Doodle combo. I wish it was so, man. I wish it was so. However, let's see it, Chad. Let's see it. All right, this is going to be Mao on the back foot. Nice. All right. And another jump in the back tooth coming courtesy of Mao, who is still in the lead. Nice forward 1-2 into the low, and Chad smacking him right back down. SoulsFate, this is match number 2. We have a bracket in the Discord, and that is gonna be the round. Mao is now in the lead, Chad. And this might be one of the crazier tournaments you do see today. To Shutter, okay, AttackPotency. You might not be wrong about that, but at the same time, we gotta let it play ball. A nice jumping into the low, into the spider web, coming courtesy of Shutter. Now letting it rip just like me inside of an elevator, of course. And another bomb, Chad. And there's another one, and another one for your viewing pleasure. And take some more. How about some of these? Looking good, and Frost, do not get grabbed, good sir. Do not get grabbed, but good defense. Coming from Mao, the ultimate micro ducker. And they call me the ultimate, no, we'll talk later, Chad. We'll talk later. We'll talk about that later. Nice back 3-4, not gonna be connecting the down one, the forward one, and now a beautiful ice clone technology coming from Big Mao. And Mao with the back 2, that is gonna be a huge punish coming out of Shutter. And another another use of the teleport, the bomb squad yet again to greet you, Chad. This is going crazy. And by the way, Shutter, never put this character again on your list. Be sure not to do it. And Chad, that is gonna be it. Shutter is gonna tie this up. That is gonna be it.
Final round. Fight.
All right, chat, let's get you back to the match. Let's see which way this is gonna go. Keep in mind, after this, we have an Omega banger. SoulsFate taking on LavenderRain. Of course, LavenderRain coming out from that final combat. What is this? I don't like the number 120! Angel King continuing to be goated. $130 in the prize pool. Angel King, how dare you? Dude, thank you so much, man. I'm trying to commentate here, but the chat will literally not let me do it. And you know what? Am I gonna complain? Damn no, I'm not gonna complain. Angel, thank you so much, man. We are forever indebted to you here at the Fight Night. That's 150 W's all around, says Medusa. I am agree. And now Mao on the verge of putting this away. He's got one more chance here. He's backing up. He's moving in. He's moving out. Reminds me of last Friday night. We'll talk about that later, chat. People forget that. Another solid grab. 100. Nice. All right. By the way, yeah, $150 in the prize pool. Do not know what to say except for a giant thank you. And by the way, Demigod Medusa. Wait. Let me see what we're cooking with. Let me see. Wait. That is going to be the game, by the way. That is going to be all Mao getting it done. And chat, that is going to be the score. And now, with that result, we've got to go take a look at that replay if we can. All right, 2-1 going to be your current set score. Let's do it. And by the way, Demigod, you're saying that you sent 30? I have not gotten a notification yet. Maybe it takes a while. Maybe it's got to cook. But if so, even if it's not, Demigod Medusa, thank you so much again for everything you do for the channel. Do not think I forget about last night. People forget, man, but I do not. Let's go, chat. And as you can see from my chart here, an overhead, and that is going to be the game in chat. We've now got to give you your true money's worth, and we've now got to spin that wheel. Let's get you right to it. Let's roll, and let's go. Oh, Lady of Chaos. Wait. Hang on, we'll get right to that. Let me spin this wheel real quick, and then I'll get to it. Let me see what we got here, chat. All right, so coming out for Mao is going to be... Let's see what we got here, chat. People forget, man. All right, Mao gonna have a Johnny. He plays a very good Johnny, by the way. Give me the Shang, give me the Shang, give me the Shang now! And that is going to be Ermac taking on Johnny Cage. I do not know how I feel about this matchup. I'm not upset about it, though, chat. Let's do it. Let's see what the gods are going to favor today. By the way, SoulsFate and LavenderRain, if you two do want to add each other up, send a Forever King invite. Let me see what we got here, chat. And by the way, chat, I just see it now. Lady of Chaos with a $30 donation. I just want to make sure I have that right. Lady of Chaos, that is you, correct? Chat. We have officially gone all kinds of crazy, and we are entering intergalactic territory into this Lady of Chaos once again, our GOAT. Thank you so much. And chat, a shout out to our queen, Lady of Chaos. If you haven't followed her, give her a follow right now. And chat, give me some big C's in the building for Big Chaos coming through and making that $180 prize pool. Angel, Lady of Chaos, I do not know what to say. Doodle Combo, do not think I forgot about you as well. Thank you guys again. 180 reasons now to be in Omega Sweat. Let's get it, chat. All right, let's do this. Let's go on a roll. Down one, the double down one, the crunch though coming from Big Shutter. And throwing him down, this is gonna hurt you. Better believe it, into the sky we go. All right, Mao has most certainly seen better days, chat. Do we get that potential game number 5 here? People forget, man, another crunch, another good low. And another jump in, that's gonna hurt most certainly, and that is going to be the round. Shutter is only down by 1 round. Do we perhaps get that game number 5 again and again? More jump ins, more crunches, but we are gonna be whiffing those. Whiffing technology, most certainly gonna be on deck, chat. All right, and by the way, Poseidon coming through with those C's saying thank you so much, Lady of Chaos. And guys, thank you so much from here at the Vapes Fight Night family. Helping support the players, helping support the event series. We could not do this without you. And Doodle Combo with a 20, saying, Vape, you're gonna hold this one. $200. Where is SoulsFate at right now? Do you take us seriously now? Where are you at? Doodle Combo. I don't know what we're gonna do except for give you a huge shout out to the Sex Video Game Store. Hopefully you do have this on the big screen, $200. And that is gonna be us going, continuing, by the way, to go absolutely crazy. Yeah, SoulsFate, I wanna see it now. Now you take this seriously. Oh. And by the way, Demigod Medusa going crazy, and Doodle Combo, you deserve a shout out as Mao is on the verge of putting this away. And by the way, if it sounds like I'm doing a terrible job commentating now, that is only because I am doing a terrible job commentating right now. And as always, guys, thank you so much for everything you've been doing for us. And a huge shout out, by the way, coming from Doodle. Coming through, by the way, I don't know if you're watching from at work, but I gotta say, man, hopefully business is going well. And thank you so much again. And by the way, Disarted taking credit for those donations. I am agree. It's all because of him. Star power, chat. That is gonna be neither here nor there, because Chad, we might be on the verge of going to a game number 5. 100 people in the building, 100 cool people, and of course, Disarted and SoulsFate. What's up, guys? What's up? And by the way, yeah, coming up next, LavenderRain gonna be taking on SoulsFate. You do not want to miss that. It's gonna be South America versus North America. He said, we at home today watching on my lonesome Doodle combo. Hey, man, you're never alone when you got the Vapes Fight Night family. What you mean, and SoulsFate? I mean, watch the match right now. I mean, we got a game 5. Do you see how glorious this is? Chad, we are going to one final one. Let's do it. Let's go home. And you know what, Chad? I need to see every single emote you can put in this building. Let's let it be known. Let your presence be known, and let's get going. All right, Chad, we got one more. All right, Chad, let's do this damn thing. Let's get going, man. Yeah, Platinum on AA. Usually we make that jokes about him. All right, man. Remember, if you take yourself too seriously, you're not going to be doing well here. On the stream or in the chat. Let's do it, chat. And we already know. By the way, in case you're wondering who these players are coming out with, it's already been decided. It is going to be Noob and Shang coming out in a game number 5. Let's do the damn thing, chat. This is going to be the final match. Shudder taking on Mao. All right, 200 reasons here, Chad. 200 reasons why you've got to be an Omega Sweat, and this is going to be the last guaranteed match between the players. All right, and now since we all know Vape's excited for Shang, I better get to see a goat Shang, because if I do not be, I will eliminate Shudder myself. We scare because we care. All right, nice. More fireballs on the loose, and more fireballs on the loose, and more fireballs. And yo, what's going on, Taki Nada? And Chad, I am more than excited for Shang. Nice. All right, though, that is gonna hurt though. Shudder on the wait. Nice, good low though, coming from Mao. Now, I do believe this is a very good matchup for the Noob Cybot. Nice, throws him right back down, and Mao has a chance to take the lead. Shudder cannot start getting nervous here. You don't want to do it. Okay. All right, throws it back down. Another fireball. Shudder in some trouble. Nice into the air. And hang on a second. And that is going to be the round coming from Mao. He is on the verge of taking the Shudder. This is starting to fall apart for him. He's got to go right here and right now, chat. By the way, 200 reasons why you got to go crazy. And okay, Glamour, yeah. I am a Shang player. Yes, absolutely. This has been my main since MK2. And Sinner, by the way, coming through with a 3-month resubscription. Thank you so much, and welcome to Green Vape territory. And chat, we are throwing it back down yet again, jumping right in and overhead. Mao is trying to put this away. Is Shudder getting eliminated right here? Oh, Jesus, chat. By the way, our first sub of the day. Thank you so much, Sinner. And that is going to hurt Shudder. He's got to go. He picks it up. Beautiful conversion coming from Shudder. All right, let's see him. Let's see. He's not dropping these. He's got the YouTube combos, maybe even the Twitter combos. Forward 4 technology. Into the low, into the... Oh, no up block from Shudder. We've got to press. Yes, we do. 1, 2, 4 into the spikes. The Shang's looking okay. It's got more work to do. Shudder will have the lead. Fireballs yet again coming out. Forward 4 yet again coming out. And guys, oh, is this going to kill? And no, it doesn't. Solid grab. Shudder's on the verge. Can we go to that final match? Final game. I am ready for it. Forward 4, 3, 4. Down 1. Shudder, put this away. He's got him. Is this gonna kill? Is he dead? No, he's still alive, but just barely. No, wait a minute. Does this kill? Oh, Shudder, you done fucked up, son. I am sorry. Wait. What kind of damage? No, I don't know. What kind of damage? What kind of damage? Is he dead? He's alive. All right, Shudder. Oh, and that's gonna be the final round coming from Shudder. Chat, I am hyped. That is crazy. Mao trying to spend it, trying to risk it to get the biscuit. I can appreciate that. And by the way, LavenderRain and SoulsFate do get those invites locked and loaded. Make sure it is a Forever King. We will be seeing you soon. And by the way, Yardy saying he actually gained health from that fatal blow. Solid grab though, Janet to the Dome Nugget. And look at the character variety we have today, chat. Absolute cinema. All right, life lead is negligible, but here comes Shutter, gets the shimmy neutron. And this is the big one, Chad, that's what she said, but I need you to focus here, again and again. More fireballs, and more fireballs, picks it up, Shutter with another pickup, forgot to turn old again, don't we all? Slams him back down, Mao, Shutter does not completely out of the woods yet, that is a big punish, gotta break. And by the way, Chad, a $200 tournament coming courtesy of this goated community, and all I gotta say is a giant thank you. Nice low. Mao, he still has something to say about this, Chad. Definitely does. Nice. Oh, that is going to be up into the air we go. And another solid pick. Wait, one more conversion for either player. And Chad, this could be Shutter putting it away. And that is it. GG's to both players. And Mao, thank you so much for coming through. That will be Shutter. Moving on to the semifinals. GG's to both. And thank you guys all again for making that happen. A brilliant game number 5 coming from my favorite player and Shutter. All right, Chad, on to the next match we go, and this is going to be an Omega banger. Definitely do not want to miss this. Let me show you exactly what we are cooking with. And if you are just getting here, welcome to a $200 amazing cinema-type bracket, and let's go. All right, so with that result, it will be none other. Let me actually change this real quick. It is going to be none other than Shutter moving on through to the semifinals. Absolutely goated in chat. Let's do this damn thing. Coming up next is going to be none other than LavenderRain, the best Takeda in the world, and a Final Kombat representative taking on SoulsFate. He's cool too. Chat, the invites have been sent out. Let's do this damn thing and let's get rolling. Welcome everybody if you're just tuning in, or if you've been here the entire time, we've got some matches for you and let's send it your way. Let's get going. All right, chat, let's do this thing. Let's start spinning those wheels if we can. For SoulsFate and for LavenderRain. SoulsFate gonna be on the left. LavenderRain gonna be on the right. And that is going to be Omni-Man coming out for SoulsFate and Rain coming out for LavenderRain. All right, chat, we've got it. We've got it. We're on the move. Let's do it. We've got to remove those characters, of course, and then we've got to get to that match. LavenderRain, by the way, does play a very sweaty Rain. Let's see what that looks like, chat. Let's get this damn thing going.
Hanging Gardens.
You're ambitious to a fault.
Says the universe conquering.
All right, this will be set number 3. Keep in mind, AttackPotency and SeasonedFox will be up next. And SoulsFate telling AttackPotency, I want you to rate this Omni-Man. And AttackPotency saying, all right, I got you. All right, 200 reasons now to sweat the forward 1-2. Back 3 is gonna be no good. Remember, this is gonna be North America to South America, but I do believe this is gonna be the best connection LavenderRain is gonna be getting today, unless AttackPotency come through on the other side. Big pickup coming for Lavender. And Lavender, right now we are seeing a little bit of the ping. Yo, what's going on, Big Narv? Moving in and moving out, and more onion rings on the loose. SoulsFate with a bit of a drop. You've got to adapt to the ping. This is gonna be different. This is South America. We do not get South America too often. We are seeing it now, though. Hang on a second. All right, the backdash into the water puddle, and there's the overhead coming for SoulsFate. All right, SoulsFate with a bit of a lead, and a thunderclap. And that shimmy neutron, the overhead, the low. Here comes Lavender. Lavender says, you know what? I see the prize pool that this incredible community has put up. He says, you know what? It would be my honor to go win it. Nice. Oh, the forward 1-2. Is this going to be enough? I don't know if he's dead. AttackPotency, what do we got? He's alive, but I think just barely. Or maybe just a little bit, Chad. Holy moly, Chad. And Narv, yeah, no, I don't know what to do. The community went crazy. I was powerless to stop him. And AttackPotency saying he's dead, but he's also not dead. Onion rings. And that is gonna be the round. LavenderRain goes down.
Round 2. Fight.
And guys, we've got Final Kombat players here. We've got offline champions. We've got online champions here. This is truly a tournament of champions. And Shutter. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. He says, this is the same Lavender? You better believe it, man. This is the same Lavender that was at Final Kombat a few months ago. And this is going to be the same SoulsFate who has terrorized people with the ghost face. Into the air, LavenderRain in some trouble. He needs that Takeda. He needs to spin that wheel and get that Takeda. Throwing him back down. SoulsFate, the big stop, and there's an overhead, but it's not going to be paying off. 100 people in the building to watch this. SoulsFate is trying to show up AttackPotency with this. Nice overhead again. That should be close. But Lavender going to break away. Rage Kratos, what's going on? And Zack Attack says, I'm back. What did I miss? $200 and some sweat. That is all that needs to be said. Overhead low. Into another low. Into another overhead. Backdashing. Another back 3. SoulsFate right now trying to put this away. He needs just one more hit, but Lavender not exactly going to be giving it to him, not just yet. Zack Attack, yeah, I don't know what to say, man. This community is insane, but we love it, and we're insane too. The overhead, that should be the round. SoulsFate goes down. And Chad, what a tournament this has developed into. Keep in mind, we do have our fourth quarterfinal coming through right after this. Another use of the onion rings. Another grab, but hang on, I stand one. And another grab coming courtesy of Lavender. He's starting to pick things up. And SoulsFate, he might be starting to run out of juice. All right, trying to get that shimmy neutron. He says, this is Lavender's first match. Yes, it is. If he were to run the tables today, he would need to play a total of 3. Good stomp from SoulsFate, bringing this back. He does have the lead. Another grab says, get off of me, good sir. We shall not be doing that today. Another solid grab indeed, and there's another water ball. Lively gonna still favor SoulsFate. One would think at this point. Gurman, great to see you. How you doing? Overhead low into the heavy push, coming courtesy of the waterworks. Down one, and there's a nice grab coming from Souls. In AttackPotency, him and Souls are such good friends, I know he's nervous. AttackPotency, tell me I'm wrong. Into the sky, and Lavender, of course, gonna be breaking away. There it is. What do we have here, Chad? What have we here? And that should actually be enough if he doesn't drop it. SoulsFate strikes first on Lavender. And now LavenderRain going down. SoulsFate gonna be going up, but you gotta remember, it is now time to spin that wheel. And this could go all kinds of directions, Chad. Let's go take a look at that replay. All right, Chad. If Lavender gets that Takeda right now, this could be trouble. But if SoulsFate gets that ghost face, this could be big, big problems. And SoulsFate even asking AttackPotency, are you proud? And I think he is. But it all depends on how you come out next, Chad. Let's spin that wheel. All right, let me find my wheel. Where are my wheels? There are my wheels. All right, Chad. So coming out for SoulsFate and LavenderRain, let's find out. For SoulsFate, he is gonna, oh no, don't give it to him. Ooh, both of their mains. This is intense. Oh, Jesus. Ghostface and Takeda. Chad, welcome. The best Takeda in the entire world, taking on one of the best Ghostfaces in all of North America. This is gonna be cinema, Chad. Let's go.
A mask and a cloak? Don't scare me.
And this is what we came to see. This is what we came to see, Chad. You better believe it. And yo, what's up? Ahila saying the mains, you better believe it. Chad, let's get you to game number 2. SoulsFate, of course, taking on LavenderRain. All right, another slice dice coming out, but LavenderRain, he is so comfortable on this character. The ping could make a difference here, but still, you gotta favor Lavender, who has been that final combat with this character. He has literally torn the competition apart, but SoulsFate trying to make a name for himself. SoulsFate throwing him through the ringer at the moment. Lavender going left, Lavender going right, Lavender going center field. All right, Lavender finally able to get that pickup from here. He's got to slow this Ghostface down, and that is exactly what he intends to do. Matching on +5. What's up? Welcome. All right, this Ghostface getting sent through the ringer yet again. Lavender is cooking. And by the way, guys, you can expect to see this on YouTube in the morning. We have just started re-uploading again. That is going to be around, by the way, and here is going to be the link in case you do want to come through.
Fight.
All right, Chad, let's get going and let's get rolling. Moving in and moving out, overhead lashes. Another jump in. Good. All right, another jump in, but that's gonna be Lavender breaking the armor. Overhead is not gonna be money. Tries to, oh, don't stagger Lavender now. He was not gonna be buying that. You gotta sell it to somebody else, Chad. Nice use of the jacks. And another jump in. Still pressing along are gonna be both of these two, slicing the feet, of course. Oh, and by the way, guys, if anybody does want to come through the Discord, here is the link. It should be good to go. All right, SoulsFate right now trying to plot this accordingly. The defense is gonna be looking sharp on both sides of the aisle. Another low, good, and another hit from the jacks. Matching on plus with a sub, by the way. And that is gonna be, by the way, I got the number wrong. I'm an idiot. Our 12th sub of the day, and now that is going to be almost to unlucky number 13. Thank you so much, Mashing. Much love. All right, and how is this gonna go from here? Keep in mind, both players will not have their main characters after this is all said and done. Much love to everybody who's been coming through and supporting. All I gotta say is a gigantic thank you from the Vapes Fight Night family in chat. This is gonna do it. Lavender ties this up. And Doodle, I gotta say, yeah, these players, they see that prize pool that you guys have presented, and they are saying we are absolutely gonna be going for that. 1-1 gonna be your current score, and now Lavender, the stocks are gonna be up on South America's end. Let's go take a look at that replay. All I gotta say, chat, all right, I wonder who these guys are getting up next. Keep in mind, SoulsFate, he does play other good characters as well. The same can be said, of course, for Big Lavender. Let's find out and let's get rolling. Taki Nada, we'll see how that develops, but right now we've got to go and chat. We've got to spin that wheel again. All right, so with that result, it is going to be none other than SoulsFate. Who's he getting? He wants the Rain. I think he wants the Rain, right? Or the Ermac. Ooh, he's getting the Johnny Cage. And we've got an Ermac coming. Wait, what do we know? The Liu Kang coming out for Lavender. Good stuff.
Johnny
Let's get it, Chad.
Ermac.
Wait, where's my mouse? There's my mouse. All right, we're good to go, Chad. We're good to go. People forget, man.
Johnny Cage.
All right, should be Johnny Cage versus Liu Kang.
Tremor. Jax.
And all right, this one is going the distance, or so it would seem, a 1-1 score by the looks of it. Let's get it,
hooked
Chad.
up with someone else.
Spoilers, Johnny Cage.
And by the way, Jonathan's saying, here's Johnny. I am agreed, most certainly. 200 reasons why. You got to be an Omega Sweat. Yo, what's up, Big Pewter? By the way, Computer said, I don't believe we're going to be doing a North American tournament today, but I think this is going to make up for it. We're on for Rocket League later, by the way. Make sure you do set the table. All right, we're moving in, we're moving out. Reminds me of last Friday night. We'll talk about that later, chat. We'll talk about this. Right now, up into the sky we go. LavenderRain Airlines trying to cook up SoulsFate. Another jump in. And another forward four coming courtesy. Another big jump in, though, coming again for LavenderRain. LavenderRain, he's taking this one to the house. Can he do this? And SoulsFate right now, he is on roller skates. He has most certainly seen better days. And by the way, here in Vapes Fight Night, we mix all the regions. We don't care. We scare because we don't care. Another jump in. Another solid grab coming from Souls. He would need so much more to bring this back. 4-3 yet again, another one up to the sky. Is he gonna spin the fatal? He will. That might give him the lead. Oh my God, SoulsFate coming from downtown. Is this gonna be enough? No, surely not, right? Surely there's no way, Chad. By the way, AttackPotency and SeasonedFox, make sure you guys are good to go. Coming up next. Oh, he's got it. That's gonna wait. He doesn't have a projectile. He doesn't have a projectile. SoulsFate, he's in trouble. And he hits him with the shadow kick.
This just isn't fair.
SoulsFate risked it all for that one. What a ballsy call out. And Cucumber, you can absolutely see it. The combo extension, and that is going to be 100% what Lavender is looking for. He says, you know what? I lost that first round, but still, I hold the resources. I hold the key. I hold the throne. Big overhead coming from that Jax. I'm sorry, big throw coming from that Jax. 2-1, 2-1-2. The sweep, and it's still going to be Liu Kang's turn, but SoulsFate going to be happy to take more than advantage of that. SoulsFate right now is trying to game show LavenderRain. This is going to be the new generation of MK1. By the way, SoulsFate, one of our youngest players, by the way, I do believe coming through at what? 14 years old, 15 years old? The young man's reaction chat, I wish I had those, but at the same time, Lavender looks like he is gonna be pulling away. And that is gonna be it. We are all tied up. Platinum Hunt saying 14 years old. Hey man, people are young, chat. People forget, man. Let's go.
Fight.
4-4 technology. SoulsFate trying to get that shimmy neutron. The Jax hitting the cameo. The biggest of brains coming out from Lavender. All right, and by the way, chat, do not go anywhere. After this, we do have SeasonedFox. He's going to be coming through, and he will be taking on AttackPotency. North and South America on this lower side. You do not want to miss this. 4 regions represented today, and that's pretty impressive, chat. Into the sky we go. By the way, AttackPotency wants to be my friend. Well, I suppose we can be friends. Nice. All right, down one into the sky. And SoulsFate right now trying to cook this, but this is gonna be Lavender. There's the Jax, by the way, gets a ground pound, and he can combo off of that. I did not even know that, chat. My brain is too small. Down one, SoulsFate, he needs a lot more damage. Can he get a lot more damage from here? There's another grab, hang on a second. Surely Lavender's gonna wake up with something here, surely. There's the tremor though, but he did not get it safely. And Chad, that is gonna be the game. And now LavenderRain holding all the cards here, a 2-1 lead. This is a crazy set right here. And I cannot say any other way about it, Chad. Let's go take a look at that replay and let's see what we've got from here. All right, Platinum Hunt cheering on his teammate. SoulsFate says, come on, you can do this. Taking on one of the best in the world though. This is gonna be tough, but also some great experience. And yo, what's up, Kane? How you been? Welcome back. Welcome everybody tuning in. If you're just getting here, we do have SoulsFate and LavenderRain North and South America going at it. Let's do it, Chad. Oh shit. Oh yeah, I gotta get that wheel. I'm like so locked in, chat, my bad. All right, chat, so now coming up for SoulsFate is going to be, ooh, give him the rain, that'd be a good call. Ooh, but the smoke coming from LavenderRain versus smoke, chat. Rain for SoulsFate and smoke coming for Lavender. We are ready for it. Let's do it. And This spin the wheel just got a lot trickier, Chad. We see the prize pool that's ahead of us. We see the sweat. We see the sweat of the players in front of us, Chad. Let's get to game number 4 and see if SoulsFate can send us to a game number 5.
Hanging good.
Outworld has an academy of sorcery?
Only the best and brightest.
And thank you so much to everybody coming through, showing some love. Nabalchick, by the way, blowing away that sub goal, and everybody else coming through and blowing away that prize pool. A huge shout outs to everybody, man. Doodle Combo, Lady of Chaos, Angel, thank you again. Big Poseidon kicking it with us as well. And a shout out to Poseidon, by the way. Poseidon, when's the next event? Don't you dare lie to me. But also, you can lie to me. Nice. All right, LavenderRain looking to put the brakes on this train. By the way, SeasonedFox and AttackPotency do get those invites locked and loaded just in case. This does end a little bit soon. Overhead is not going to be any good. Lavender with some solid defense. By the way, the ping does not appear to be too much of an issue. I'm sure it's not fantastic, but it does look playable. And by the way, Chad is making an excellent observation. LavenderRain loves Jax, basically with every single character. Solid grab, by the way, and that will be SoulsFate in the lead. Big punches coming from Janet, punches and bunches. What's gonna be the mix from here? Does not get the shimmy. Solid defense coming from Lavender. And a beautiful use of the armor to go right alongside it. Forward 4, Jax again on the loose. There's the ground pound guaranteed damage and a nice overhead. Is that gonna be enough? Another grab. How did he tag that? But wait, Chad, that is gonna be the round. SoulsFate, you better spend it. Does he need to spend it? Not quite, and this is going to be it. What's going on, by the way, Ryu? Great to see you.
Nowhere is safe.
Round 2.
Ryu, people forget, man. Both these guys are sweat. Take notes. And Looper, take notes that Ryu's taking notes. Overhead, down 1. Trying to get that shimmy neutron, trying to get that up block, but it's going to be Lavender coming out with a different bag of tricks. A fantastic breakfast here. I have no idea why I brought that up. Tries to get the water kick, the hydro kick, and here we go. People forget, Ryu. People forget. Into the sky. Lavender right now just needs 1 game. Do we potentially get that game number 5? We've already got 1, and I would be pissed if we didn't get 2. Get that shimmy yet again. Do we see some meter? That's gonna be a punish. Here comes Souls. Souls, he is 1 round away from going to a game 5. I need to see this in my life. Good. And more water jets on the loose. All right, still pushing along. Another back 3, the double back 3 into the air. SoulsFate is playing tremendously right now, but it is going to be LavenderRain. Do we see him spend the fatal just to get him off of the armor? SoulsFate, he's going to eat it though. What? No. And Chad, this tournament has taken center stage. Proud to say that we are going to be. It feels like the entire community is here. What is this going to lead to though? The jump in, and he needs 1 more. Back 3, he gets the shimmy, Chad. We are going to a game number 5. I have no words for this, Chad. SoulsFate coming through, getting it done. And we have 1 more. And we know what the matchup is going to be. I will show it to you after this, of course. Holy moly. This is going to be SoulsFate coming through, taking on one of the best in the world. And by the way, this is a bit of a fun event, of course, a spin the wheel event, but still, these guys are playing out of their mind. And chat, SoulsFate's already alluding to it in the chat. This is going to be a mirror for the final match. Let me show you exactly what we are talking about, and let's get you back to that game. And chat, cinema, there's no other way to say it, man. All right, let me show you again. This. Do I even need to spin the wheel? I will spin the wheel anyway, Chad, because look at this. Look at this. I'll spin it anyway. Let's go. What do they got? Looks like the Ermac coming out. Pretty impressive stuff, Chad. All right, Chad, make some noise for these 2 warriors coming through in the Ermac mirror. You either win or go home. The final match between these 2. He said, yeah, ping is too high. Cancel tournament. Send me prize pool instead. Let's go, Rams. What is going on? A huge shout outs to the arena, the godfather of MK1. All right, if you guys are wondering which one LavenderRain is, he is in fact the Ermac player. No worries, guys. Thank you again. My PayPal link's right there, by the way, just in case. All crazy. Let's go, chat. And it will be right now Lavender trying to serve up. By the way, keep in mind, this was at one point SoulsFate's secondary. And I do believe this was his original main. However, Lavender is showing that he's still got it. Lavender right now. Who's gonna get the whip punish? Nice. All right, SoulsFate not giving up on the round. He's trying to make his way up in there. LavenderRain, though, is gonna be playing tough. Good swipe. Into the air we go. Breakaway. And Rips, hopefully you're having a great day. I'm sure the arena is going to be cooking today. And Fav's back on the mic, people forget it. All right, to the air, but wait, another down one coming from Lavender. Lavender literally poking his way to the promised land. See, I made Diz fatal forfeit, yes, and 400 MS, Rips. We really didn't care back then at all. I still don't care. All right, Lavender with a tremendous lead in chat. That is gonna be the round. SoulsFate gonna be going down. Yeah, you guys have no idea, man. MK1 was cinema. We did truly worldwide stuff, man. It was pretty impressive. Although the netcode was a little bit better than MK1. Keep in mind, LavenderRain is on set point, looking to go to those semifinals. Low again, 1-2 into the low again, and Janet on deck, Chad. Look at the damage coming from Lavender, trying to pitch a shutout. Souls has gotta go. Lavender showing he is not just a Takeda main. He is not just a one-trick pony. Nice, and another grab. This is looking like Lavender pulling away. By the way, SeasonedFox and AttackPotency do get those invites sent out. This is going to be tough gameplay. No other way to say it. Trying to call that out, though, the overhead. One more is all he needs. SoulsFate cannot get a button push. And that is going to do it. GG's to both players. And you know what? A bit of a fun set, a bit of a fun tournament. Hopefully, SoulsFate, you did have a great time. Same goes for you, Lavender. Thank you both so much for coming through, and thank you so much for playing. LavenderRain going to be moving on through to the semifinals just like that. But chat, now we've got another great matchup coming up. Let me show you what we've got. But first, let's go take a look at that replay, of course, sponsored by this incredible community. And yeah, we've got energy today, man. The prize pool has been blown away. The sub goal has been blown away. And you know what? That's a great time, by the way. I don't know if these two have ever even played each other, but that's an excellent time to get those games in. And never too late in MK1's life cycle. And all right, Chad, let me take it to the bracket just to show you what we've got cooking, and now we've got to go and we've got to roll. So with that result, it'll be none other than LavenderRain coming through, getting it done, and he will be making it happen. South America is here to play, and South America is here to stay. Chad, coming up next is AttackPotency, one of the better players you will still see actively competing for North America, taking on SeasonedFox. A bit of an underdog, but an amazing sweat. We saw what he did in the Rips 2v2, and now he is looking to make landfall here in Vapes Fight Night. Chad, let's do it. Let's go, and let's go. Let's roll. All right, Chad. Wait. I fucked that up. Let me see if I can not fuck that up. Hang on, let me fix this real quick, chat. Rips, I suck at this, man. Rips, do you want to take over? Rips, we should swap streams one day. That'd be funny. All right, chat, by the way, yeah, that will be LavenderRain moving on, coming from South America, and this is going to be going down once again like 4 flat tires. All right, we are ready for it. Let's get this party started, and let's do this damn thing. All right, Chad, we are ready for it here and now. It is going to be none other than AttackPotency taking on SeasonedFox, and now let's spin those wheels. Coming for AttackPotency is going to be, what do we got, Chad? What do we got? It is going to be Johnny Cage for AttackPotency. Their secondary, a very good choice, and the General Shao, the main for SeasonedFox. This should favor SeasonedFox. However, your mileage may vary. Let's get to it, Chad. Let's go.
General Shao.
And once again, guys, thank you so much for all your support today. This will be our last quarterfinal. After this, it's going to be Disarted, taken on Shutter. And by the way, anybody already plugging Disarted into Grand Finals? I am telling you right now, Shutter can most certainly make that happen. Let's get to it, chat.
Earn your swagger.
Like you've got any clue what it takes to be me.
And by the way, this is going to be one of our longer tournaments in the building, guys. Thank you again so much for all the support. And Auto-Tune, welcome back to the event. Great to see you. How you been? And Zach Attack, if that is you handling those predictions, a huge thank you from the Vapes Fight Night family. All right, the 2-1-2, and now we are going westbound on the I-10 freeway, chat. By the way, some Omega Sweats to join us coming up next. Keep in mind, Lavender is in semifinals. He will be taking on the winner of this. AttackPotency is going crazy right now. Nice. All right, still not done and still on the run, though. That is going to be SeasonedFox. Not eating too much of the brunt of damage, but does get hit with the balls to the face. Forward 3-2, into the air we go. And another forward 3, and chat, that's going to be it.
I am.
And remember, chat, this event is top 1 payout. Let's get going.
Fight.
All right, still pushing along strong, though, is going to be SeasonedFox, though. Punches right back. AttackPotency with the lead, of course. And chat, $200. All I can say is a gigantic thank you. Special Josh, what's going on, man? Welcome back. 2-1-2 again. Into the corner we go from AP. Nice, solid low. And another grab. He's on top 1, of course, Rips, of course. Grips, I already have you in grand finals. And your wheel is you get to pick me every single time, and I'm gonna say you win. Smashes him right back down, though, does attack potency. Attack potency on the verge of putting this away. SeasonedFox has most certainly seen better days. Nice down one into the sky, and chat, this is going to do it in our specialty event. It will be AP with a 1-0 lead, and now we've got to go spin those wheels. If attack potency gets that Omni-Man, he could be putting SeasonedFox in some real trouble. Let's go take a look. Man, chat, I am pissed right now. Let me just say, I am royally pissed. I have no idea why, but at the same time, I don't care. Let's get you back to the action, and let's do this damn thing. All right, chat, the wheels are here. The wheels are most certainly going to be here. And for attack potency and SeasonedFox, what do we get? Show me right now. Oh, we got the Conan coming for attack potency and the Gearus for SeasonedFox. These two play these two characters at a very high level. Conan and Gearus, let's get it.
Gearus.
If you guys are just tuning in, thank you so much for being here, supporting the Fight Night family. We've been going strong for I don't know how many days. People forget, man, but that is neither here nor there. Attack potency coming out with the big man with the big sword. SeasonedFox gonna be trying to control that time.
Strike.
And he's bringing the cop.
The gateway.
What do you see, Gearus?
Infinity.
All right, chat, let's do this damn thing. Here we go.
Round one. Fight.
And we are going to be swinging all over the place. You better believe it, left, right, and center field. This is going to be a good start right now for SeasonedFox getting that forward three, a double forward three, if you will. Remember, the winner of this will be taking on Lavender on stream. SeasonedFox trying to zone. And continuing to be the king of the swing up into the air. This is certainly gonna hurt. And another use of that time travel. No, that time stop, I should say. Another overhead, more bombs, and more snaps, and attack potency is in some very real trouble. Attack potency, though, not giving up on the round, not just yet. We know the kind of damage Conan can put up. Keep in mind, Conan does LeBron James type numbers. Okay, and another grab, though, coming from AP. Another slam down. Look at the low, another overhead. And Looper says we got a kill Striker. Absolutely, but as of right now, it is gonna be perfectly legal. All right, and this should be SeasonedFox. He needs one more, but this will be guaranteed with that forward three. And GG so far. Attack potency needs to change their attack potency. I hate it here, chat. Let's get going. Another overhead, a bit of a trade there. That is gonna favor Gearus. Another big punish, though, the Sandstorm. And that is gonna hurt. Look at SeasonedFox pulling away, chat. All right, corner pressure gonna be exquisite. Another overhead, but attack potency is ready for it, and that is gonna be a direct punish. Slams him right back down, up into the air. AP Airlines, look at the damage. Lively is still gonna favor SeasonedFox, at least for now. Good stab through the gut. You never wanna do that on the first day, but who am I to tell you how to live your life? Oh, he gets the snap! And SeasonedFox, is he gonna pull away? Is he gonna send us into some extra innings, perhaps? One would most certainly have to wonder. Big stomp, and chat, this is gonna hurt, but wait. AP not giving up. More Sandstorms, can he jump in? No, that is gonna be the game, and that is SeasonedFox coming through, getting it done. 1-1 gonna be your current set score in a tie ball game. No blowouts here today. I don't think we've had any 3-0s, if I'm not mistaken. We've had a couple game 5s, though, man. Do we get yet another one? This is certainly shaping up the beat. Let's go take a look at that replay. And Chad, you know what time it is. It is time for that wheel to come on back out and show you guys how it's done. AP, they're looking for that Omni-Man. If they get that Omni-Man, you will be in trouble. Let's see how they practice on their other characters. The same goes for SeasonedFox. All right, now, the wheel is out, Chad. The wheel of death. By the way, we're going to do this one backwards. So the one on the left will be attack potency. The one on the right will be SeasonedFox. So for attack potency, it is going to be attack potency. Do we get the Omni-Man? Don't give it to him. Oh, yes, he does. He gets the Omni-Man. All right, SeasonedFox going to be having the rain. Attack potency going to be getting that Omni-Man. Let's get it, chat. Let's send it your way. What's going on, by the way? Big Geared, welcome back. Last night's champion, by the way. Let me switch those names around. Attack potency going to be getting... All right, SeasonedFox says I am cooked. Hey, man, who am I to disagree with that? All right, chat. If you are SeasonedFox, if you can somehow weather this storm, then you would be in such a prime position. Attack potency would be off of all their main characters. All right, SeasonedFox is thinking about this. What does he want to do? If he can somehow take this match from attack potency, he would officially be holding all the cards. He's thinking about it, chat. We gotta think faster. Let's go. All right, we're good.
Fire Temple.
You're ambitious to a fault.
And 100+ people in the building to watch this incredible $200 spin the wheel. Thank you guys all so much for supporting, coming through, and putting on a clinic for these players. But now, it's up to us at this point. We've got to give you your money's worth. And if you're watching on the YouTube side of things, thank you so much for making it this far in the video. Consider subscribing. Down one. All right, pushing on through. And by the way, if anybody here does want to follow the YouTube, look no further than right here. We are trying to become another MK1 channel. I couldn't think of anything clever, chat. I'm sorry, I suck at this. Nice though, the water ball gonna be looking good. It will be SeasonedFox with the lead. Can he maintain it though? The whirly bird, is that gonna be a punish? No! Remember, if you flawless block that though, that is gonna be your turn, but a big up block coming from AttackPotency, maybe the best Omni-Man on this planet. But right now, North America's own AttackPotency gonna be looking good. A YouTubian, of course, Looper, of course. Nice. Into the stratosphere we go. The damage is only going to be heating up from here. By the way, Disarted and Shutter, you guys should have each other at it already. Be sure those invites are locked and loaded, and that is going to be the round.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, let's do it, Chad. Let's keep things going. Let's keep things hot and heavy. Let's make sure we get this done. By the way, Shutter, go ahead and add each other right now, please, and thank you. And make sure it's a Forever King invite. I think you guys are the only ones. No, SoulsFate also sent me a Forever King invite. Every match needs to be Forever King if we can. Big punish, though, coming from AP. Looking to get this done and looking to go on that 2-1 score. All right, the damage coming out of the sky. AP, stop it on your back. Darius going to be of no use as of now, but we do have a big stop continuing to take their turn back. AP right now will not let SeasonedFox breathe in chat. This is going to go crazy. Does he get the mix? He does, and that is going to be a 2-1 score. AP immediately back in the driver's seat. One of the best Omni-Mans on this planet, chat. 2-1. Gonna be your current set score, and let's go take a look. All right, chat, once again, 2-1 gonna be your current set score, and let's see who is gonna be bringing this one all the way back. SeasonedFox, I have no clue. I don't play Rain. I don't know nothing about the waterworks, but chat, the wheel is about to be spun. Let's go. All right, so for AttackPotency on the left side, and for SeasonedFox, he needs the T1000, but the Baraka would work as well. Takeda for AttackPotency. Some shades of LavenderRain. I'm pissed. All right, there it is, chat. Takeda and Baraka coming out for both players. And now, SeasonedFox, he does play a very sweaty Baraka. People forget, man.
Baraka.
And by the way, rendered by JD saying the Viltrumite Overlord. I am ready for it, chat. All right, it's go time, chat, which means it's officially showtime, chat. Keep in mind, semifinal number 1 starts immediately when this set is over. All right, and now thinking about the cameo. People forget about cameos, man. They're very important stuff. Next match is here. Next match is good to go. People forget, DJ. People forget. And now who is going to be coming through here? Whose gameplay is going to be looking truly divine? Only one way to find out.
Round 1. Fight.
And by the way, SeasonedFox, he does play a bit of a pirate of a Baraka, a bit of a scallywag, if you will say. And by that I mean he's very disrespectful with his character. And DJ, me too, man. I'm yapping. Into the air we go. SeasonedFox trying to send us to yet another Game 5. This would be what? How many Game 5s have we had today? We've had 1 3-0 in the form of Mr. Pups and Disarted. Okay? Good low again. Still pressing on through. These two continuing to batter each other. But wait, the stop. He doesn't get the mix. How well does AttackPotency know this character? Was this a form of them just putting a 5th character so he got into this tournament? If so, I'm upset, but also I kind of like it. All right, Jack's throwing you every which way, though, now into the corner. Good. And these two, right now, AttackPotency not down by too much, but it will be SeasonedFox holding the cards. Another down 1, another swipe, another down 1. AttackPotency trying to bring this back with the duck coming from SeasonedFox. He is looking splendiferous, I will say. Overhead, another big stomp, and that is gonna. Wait, no, he still believes. That's a hater break, chat. Don't let him deceive you. Wait, no, that could. Oh, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. And there is no way. That is going to be AttackPotency going down. Chat, one more, and we will be getting a game number 5 on deck. Let's see how this one goes. Another overhead use of the lashes. Good, another overhead use of the lashes. And Shutter, I do see your invite. We will be there quick, fast, and in a hurry. But first, we gotta see this immaculate set. Reels him right in, though, does AttackPotency. Trying to prevent the Game 5. Wants to get this done now. Okay? And continuing to swipe away the down one, steering clear of all those Baraka hands is gonna be AttackPotency. The use of the overhead slams him right back down, but that is gonna hurt. Clean up on aisle 7. AP coming from the sky. And maybe AP saying, Lavender, take note, but probably not. All right, waking up with boutons, I can appreciate that, but this will be AP on the verge of putting this round away. Overhead is gonna be no good. Trying to go down 2. SeasonedFox is pressing, but AP gonna be taking that round. Let's get it, chat.
Final round. Fight.
All right, we are continuing to press left, right, and center field. Remember, the winner of this will be taking on LavenderRain. And maybe AttackPotency. Actually, just a little bit more. He said, what was that wake up? Yeah, we got down 2. Platinum wake up, 100%. Shout out to all the goats here. And of course, also Platinum Hunt. Nice, slams him back down again. He's just doing down 2s again. He's trying to maybe get that down 2 cancel. AP in the lead, at least for now. Wait a minute, though. The life lead now is somewhat negligible. Good. All right. SeasonedFox, remember, there's 200 reasons why you gotta sweat here. You lose this round, you are out of here. Another grab from AP. Is Jax on the loose? Oh, it looks like he is. No, it actually doesn't. I'm tripping, chat. Big time tripping. Oh, Platinum Hunt, you do. Trust me. I have videotape footage of it. And forget out. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the follow. Nice overhead slam yet again. The flawless block. All right. Nice. And another solid grab, chat. Overhead. And another overhead, the double overhead in chat. This is gonna be close. SeasonedFox, get us to that game 5, and he most certainly is gonna oblige, and that is gonna be one way to get ahead. Game 5's all over the place, chat. And this is going to be a tie ball game. And now we know what we're coming out with on the back end. And AttackPotency has to play one of the more, I will say, patriotic characters. I think you guys know where I'm going. I don't even have to spin that wheel, but let me show you guys, just in case you don't know what they have to choose. And chat, make some noise. This is a final match. 3 game 5s, by the way. Only in round 1, absolute cinema. And now, for AttackPotency, they have to come out with Homelander and SeasonedFox with the T1000. All right, chat, this is game 5. Put every single emo you can think of in the building. Let me know you are here. AttackPotency, do we got this, man? Do we got this? SeasonedFox, are we moving on to the semifinals? Don't you dare lie to me. Chat, absolute cinema. Let's get it. And by the way, remember about 6 months ago when this was the entire meta? This was all you would see online. It's kind of a nice little flashback. And by the way, good to see you, Rothor, at least for the minimal while we did. Somebody timed you out. I have no idea who. All right, AP really thinking about this. I do think you have to go Homelander Farah. And by the way, Hoodie's saying it, AP never gets off the game. Hey, people forget, man. You gotta get off the game sometimes. Chat, the final match. Let's go. Rothor, I mean, I have no idea. I'll have to go look through the logs. SeasonedFox plays a very solid T1000. I have not seen AP on Homelander since the very first event I have had them in. That was about a year ago. And now the diabolical dash coming out of AP. They will have the lead, saying no 4-3, 4-3, 4-3, just Spoon X. All right, Whirlybird technology coming from SeasonedFox, but that is gonna be all AttackPotency. AP showing they can get it done with multiple superheroes. By the looks of it, down 1, double down 1. What is gonna be the mix? All right, the overhead yet again. And now trying to get another up block is gonna be SeasonedFox. Claps him out of the air, and this is gonna hide. Oh man, look at the damage, chat. The damage, that's gonna be a big pickup from AP and SeasonedFox. It's gonna be meterless. He literally is without meter, and that pisses me off. And chat, right now, SeasonedFox, he could be like a snowman inside a sauna. And by that, I mean he could be low on time. Good. All right, SeasonedFox, a life lead negligible. Good. And into the air, but wait, we're gonna be breaking away. Overhead. And there's gonna be the game. That's gonna be the round. AttackPotency. Is this enough, actually? People forget, man. This is gonna scale quite crazily. I don't think he's dead. 1050 health. He might still be alive. No, he's alive for sure. AP's got to rob and attack. I'm sorry. And SeasonedFox has got to try to way to get up in those DMs. There it is. And AP is ready for the down 1, though, into the high riser. And AP officially on set point.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, let's do it, chat. Let's do it. The stand 2, the down 1. And another low to go right alongside it, though. Another overhead. Crunches the neck. Beautiful stuff again, and into the sky we go! Look at the damage coming from AP. Looking like they never stopped playing this character. Looking a little bit Connie Monty-esque, if I may. Nice, slams him back down. AP right now, on the verge of trying to put this away. Another overhead, the double overhead. There's the Farah. Beautiful command grab coming from AP. And another diabolical dash. This is falling apart for SeasonedFox. And look at the pickups. AttackPotency still trying to do this dastardly deed. And there is going to be some damage. You got to spin that fatal blow. You have to, and there it is, chat. Oh, Jesus. And chat right now, 200 reasons why you've got to be an Omega Sweat. SeasonedFox still going for that gold. Oh, catches him! AP on the verge. SeasonedFox waking up with buttons. Who is going to take this? We're both backdashing, but chat, that is going to do it. That is going to be none other than AttackPotency clapping the eardrum, giving him the ex-girlfriend treatment, and sending us to the semifinals. GG's to SeasonedFox. Thank you so much for playing. Hopefully you had some fun today. It was a very good event. However, now chat is semifinal time. Let's go take a look at that replay and let's send it back your way, because now we've got to head back up to the EU region and see what's going down. By the way, Zach Attack, do not think your hard work is going unnoticed. Thank you so much for everything you're doing, unless that's the sauce boss. I don't know nothing, chat. Let's get you back to the main menu and see who is going to be moving on and who is going to be out. Chat, let's do this. All right, so with that win right there, it will be Sin's own AttackPotency moving on to the semifinals. And chat, they are staring at a showdown against LavenderRain. You do not want to miss this, chat. But first, we gotta take care of what's going out eastwards. Disarted and Shudder. This is going down, chat. Let's do it and let's roll. And by the way, guys, thank you so much for coming through. If you're just joining us, the semifinals are all set. Only 3 more matches for your viewing pleasure. Let's do it, man. And let me get those wheels set up and let's get rolling. All right, chat, here we go. This is going to be semifinal number 1, Disarted, taking on Shudder. This is going to be the Middle East taking on Europe. So, for Disarted and Shudder, let's see what we got. All right, luckily that was not Katana Shudder. I hate you for putting 6 characters, by the way. But that will be Liu Kang taking on Melina. Let's get it, Chad. Let's go. This is going to favor Shudder, by the way. This is their main loadout.
Striker.
And guys, if you're still hanging out with us, thank you so much for being here. This will be, of course, our first semifinal of the night. 1 of 2. Let's get going. We're full of energy. We are full of enthusiasm. Let's do it, Chad. Disarted. Take it on Shudder. Let's make it happen.
Didn't you do more to save them?
All right.
Round 1.
Disarted, of course, coming out of Panther. Shudder going to be clanless, but at the same time, AP saying this is 5-5. Impressive stuff. And by the way, whoever sends me that invite up next, by the way, we're going to be playing on their server. So AP, if you send it first, we're playing on NA. If Lavender sends it, we're going to be playing on the Brazil servers or the South America ones. Nice overhead and another low. Down 1 coming from Shudder. And by the way, Shudder, the only player today representing the Middle East, coming out of Jordan. Disarted, of course, coming out of Russia, going to be coming out of Eastern Europe, and now another forward 4.
What's that?
Pressing along, by the way, Super Cal Steve. What's going on? Thank you so much for the follow, and welcome aboard. All right, the breakaway, though, coming courtesy of Shudder. Does not want to eat any more damage, and that's going to be a full combo. And Shudder going to be going through, Disarted going to be going through it. And Maga, thank you so much for the follow as well. Welcome, how you been? Shudder on the verge, another sweep. Disarted, he is looking better, worse for wear. Not getting one of his main characters. Wait, what's he got from here? Oh, go grab, this is going to do damage. Is this going to hurt? Is this going to be enough? He's going to spend it most certainly, and there it is. This is going to scale, but you got to wonder how much. And I think he's alive, but just barely. And he's got to time those fire. Wait, is he alive? Is he actually dead? Oh no, he's alive. What do you do here? What do you do here? The Disarted knew he absolutely had to track him down, and track him down he will. Shudder gonna be suffering the iron, gonna be paying the iron price on that one. Still a lot more games to come. That Chameleon to get you out of rotation. Another low and another use of the striker. Another sweep to go with it. Down 1, and there is gonna be the big win kicks. And there is going to be another grab. Diz starting to pull away, chat. And another tries to go forward, but no, that is going to be paying off for Shudder. A beautiful conversion. And what's going on, mate? How you been? He says, gotta hate Striker. You better believe it. This is going to hurt. This is absolutely going to be some big damage in Shudder. Going crazy. What's up, Yatagarasu? Another good grab. Shudder is really pulling away. Keep in mind, Disarted will not have the ability to spend that fatal blow. He's got to do this the old-fashioned way, chat. And by the way, chat, coming up next, one of the most demonic matches we can cook up here in the fight night, of course, that is going to be LavenderRain taking on AttackPotency. I've never seen them play. This might be a first for both of them. However, right now we are all knotted up here, 1 round apiece, and I can easily see this being another game 5. Shutter trying to backdash. That Chameleon gonna be paying off nothing. Hang on a second. Forward 4 yet again. And Shutter right now. Ping going a little bit burr, by the way. These are 2 different regions going at it, and we're gonna let it play out. Another solid grab, though. Striker there. Gonna be blowing out your guts, giving you the Taco Bell treatment. Another low, another forward 4. Still pressing along. Good low again. The down 1 and there is gonna be Disarted. Disarted with yet another forward 4. Down 1 again. Another down 1 and another forward 4 coming from Diz. And chat, this should be enough. A 1-0 score, and Diz gonna be leading that charge. Do we get the brutality? Perhaps, but maybe not. And he drops it, because why not, chat? We drop things. People forget, man, I do brutality. Let's go take a look at that replay again, and now we've got to see who these players are coming out with. Diz, by the way, unless he gets that raid, and he should have something very, very familiar. Let's go take a look. What's going on, by the way, Taki? All right, chat, remember, for all intents and purposes, this event is top 1 payout. You either win or you go home. But now, let's send it back your way. Let's do this damn thing, and let's see who players are coming out with, chat. Disarted and Shutter going at it. Let's get it. All right, the wheels are back. The wheels are back. The British are coming. Chat, so for Disarted and for Shutter, we have Disarted. What do we get? Don't give him the Havoc. Don't give him the Scorpion. No. Ooh, all right, I can respect this. Scorpion versus Nitara. That is the matchup we have right in front of our very eyes. Chad, let's do this damn thing. Let's get going. Disarted now has to come out with something a little bit more main character-esque. The same can be said for Shutter.
The Chaosium.
If you would only feed on lowers.
All right, Chad, let's do this damn thing. Let's get rolling and let's get going. Yeah, by the way, Otto saying the British are coming. Absolutely. Shout outs to the Paul Revere's, chat. But now, let's get you back to the main event. At least as of right now. We got more main events, chat. We got a lot of main events. Nice overhead slash. Trying to get that big damage. The British are coming, center. I believe it. All right, Shutter not able to open him up. 2-1, 2-1-4, a good low. Shutter with the damage, though. This is a very close set by the looks of it. Shutter on one of their mains, on the Megan Foxes. And that's a good thing. Solid mix coming out of Shutter. The damage is only going crazy from here, chat, and that is going to be the round. Shutter getting it done.
Round 2.
Disarted losing on Scorpion. That would be a tough, tough thing to see. Another jump in. And another grab, though. Hang on a second. Here comes Diz. And Diz, if he doesn't win this one, he needs the Havoc. All right, good low. Shutter, whoa, we've got armor, says Diz. Gotta call that out. 4-3 up to the high. Heavens, double overhead. Shutter right now. 4-3-4. Spoon X. Oh, that should be a punishment. People forget, man. He got strike. Here we go. And by the way, if you're just tuning in, welcome to our Spin the Wheel Top 8. We've got some of the best players and Shutter to join us. I'm kidding. We love Shutter. Let's go. Good low. All right, Shutter can definitely take the lead. That's gonna hurt. And here comes Megan Fox. A little bit of a drop there. The ping is going a little bit burr. However, we are gonna let it play out. That's another punish. Diz, okay. That striker, they're not gonna be close enough. Another overhead. Hang on a second, chat. Can Shutter knock this up? Yo, what's up, Russian Bear? Disarted says, I'm tired of this. You die now. All right, chat. All right, keep in mind, we do have 2 more matches on after this. All right, yeah, that ping is going a little bit burr. Keep in mind, it is 2 different regions. We are hopefully just going to let this play out. Disarted, though, can we do this? The down 1 into the striker. Where's the grab? Show me the grab, Diz. Overhead, and that's gonna be the round. That's gonna be the game. We are all tied up. Shutter is having a hell of a tournament run today. No brutality as well, because of course people forget, but at the same time, you gotta be respecting how they're playing. 1-1 gonna be the current set score. By the way, do you guys want to reset this hill real quick? It is kind of looking a little sketch. I don't know. Is it just gonna be like this? What do you guys think? All right, chat, let's get you back to it. Yeah, can we remake it? Let's remake the hill. We're gonna remake the hill, chat. We'll be right back your way after these quick, wait. This is saying no. All right. We're just gonna let it play. We're just letting it play. Let me see. All right, I guess we're just gonna play it out, chat. Let's get those wheels back on deck. Once I spin these wheels, by the way, I can't unspin the wheels. All right, so we're doing it, chat. Disarted is gonna be coming out with what? And let's see what Shutter has got on the back end. Oh, don't give him the Havoc. Blow on it. No! The Shang versus the Havoc. Shutter. I bet that Shang better be up to speed. That better be a Faisal level Shang. All right, 1-1 going to be your current score, chat. Let's get you right back to the action. Okay, now, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. Great to see you. All right, Shudder, gonna be with the Shang Disarted, gonna be with the Havoc, chat. Let's get rolling. And by the way, if you're just joining us, you are in the middle of our Spin the Wheel Top 8. What that means is after every single game, we spin the wheel with the 5 characters that these players have listed for us. And you better hope you're bringing some good characters, because I'll tell you what, players have been going down left, right, and of course, center field.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, yeah, that ping is going burr, but Shudder right now gonna be getting on the better end of the deal here. The jump in, but a big overhead coming courtesy of Diz. Diz right now, this is gonna be his main character, his bread and butter. He has never dropped Havoc ever since Chaos Reign came out, and he is gonna be putting on a clinic here against Shudder and Shang. I don't know what this matchup is, but I can see actually Shang doing somewhat well. Oh, the big scoop. All right, yeah, no, this is some impressive ping, I must say. The nice fireballs again. It will be Disarted in the lead. All right, more fireballs and more blood balls and more fireballs, but you cannot afford to zone too much with this matchup. Yeah, this ping is going burr, but if you're watching this, guys, yeah, there's no choice we have. It's an online event. We literally are powerless. Gets the pickup, tries to get the pickup. Shudder can win this right here. Okay, good low. And by the way, Tremor, going to be the best cameo choice for Shang, of course. Overhead, again, Disarted, what do we got from here? And another helping hand, and that's gonna be the round. Disarted is 1 round away from going up 2-1. And yeah, guys, my apologies about the ping. What's going on, by the way, Spoon? All right, more fireballs and more forward fours. God, man, yeah, we got to restart this hill. We got to do something here, man. I've seen these two play before. The connection's never this bad. However, the MK servers, we know what we're cooking with. And now blood balls into the air. Here comes Diz. Diz right now looking to send this to a 2-1 score. Can he do it? Good use of that. Gets rid of the striker as well. Good use of the armor from Shudder. Good pickup from Shudder, but he drops it. Ooh, you'll pie on the windowsill trick, one would have to imagine. Another fireball. How do me and Shudder get better connection than this? This is wild. And I'm from California, chat. Okay, the big boot coming from Diz. Another low into the scoop. Good defense from Shudder. Another grab, chat. Yeah, we're resetting this, by the way, after this. I do not want to watch it like this no more. And another grab, chat, and that should be the game. Disarted on a 2-1 score, and that is going to be him officially in the lead. We're going to restart this hill, by the way. This is not looking good, but however, the gameplay is still pretty exquisite. It's pretty impressive, chat. Let's go take a look at that replay if we can. All right, Shudder, do me a favor. Send me a fresh invite, and I will send Disarted one. Let's try that. Let's try that now. Because, yeah, we got to give everybody the best chance they can in these events. So, chat, we're going to cut this right here, and we're going to get to the next match. All right, chat, let's do this thing, though. The wheels are back on the loose. Let's see who we're coming out with. If you are a fan of Disarted, and the same goes for Shudder. It's a funny picture, by the way. All right, we've got the Baraka. What's going on, Gyler? It's going to be the Baraka taking on Cyrax. I hate it here, Chad. Why do we have to watch more Cyrax? It doesn't matter. This is neither here nor there. Let's get to it. Gyler, how you been? He said, I say you show that to everyone?
Cyrax.
No. Should we breaking character? No, dog. All right, Chad, let's get you to game number 4. Disarted notoriously hates playing this character. Let's get it. Shout out to all the goats. Jeezy, Gyler, Shudder in the building, Matthew in the building as well. Great to see everybody hanging out. And of course, my goat mate in the building. I don't know why he's a mod, but I don't hate it. That being said, I kind of hate it. All right, the goop is going to be loose, and it looks like this is just going to be how the set is going to look. Nice overhead again coming from Shudder to get this cleaned up. Nice overhead is going to be looking exquisite, chat. And by the way, Disarted got some fans in the building. It's pretty impressive, chat. He said, why hate? Mate, why hate? That's a good question. Can he get that shimmy? No, Disarted though says, you know what? Nom nom, motherfucker. And that is a solid grab coming from Diz. By the way, Computer said, what's going on, my goat? Glad to see you back. By the way, we're gonna play some Rocket League tonight. I got you. I'm gonna be there. No North American event tonight. I'm a little bit tie-tie. I cannot even lie. I could lie, but I'm not going to lie. Nice low again. And another swipe. Another low. And another swipe. Down one again. Look at these two absolutely swinging for the fences, but it's only going to favor Diz. And it does look like, by the way, the ping has cleaned up quite nicely. And another overhead. Is the striker going to be enough? Shudder, they've got to go. Can they pick that up? Oh, we've got armor. There's where you messed up. Look at my chart right here. You will see Disarted on set point. AttackPotency and LavenderRain do get those invites locked and loaded just in case. You are up next. We are slowly but surely getting to that 2-hour mark, Chad. All right, Shudder throwing the goop, and more bomb squads, and more bombs, and more swipes, and more bombs, and more computer send. All right, AttackPotency says, all right, I'm going for that gold on this one. Remember, only the winner gets paid out in these events. You gotta either win top one or go home. What did Ricky Bobby's dad say? You're either first or last. Nice, good. Big kick again, and now the spider web coming from Shudder. Give me the game 5. I deserve the game 5. It's my birthday, and I want it. Who can tell me what that's from? Here, go. Nice, another swipe from Diz. Can he bring this all the way back? Another grab. Oh, it says get off of me, good. So we're not doing that, not today. All right, Diz, can he put this away? He would. Okay, the likely gonna be negligible at this point. And look at us moving in, moving out. Reminds me of it. Never mind. Overhead, and that's gonna be the set. Chat, that is going to be Disarted, taking it on a 3-1 score. GG's, and thank you so much for playing Shudder Semifinals. Never a bad place to make it, and that is gonna be all she wrote. And now Disarted gonna be going to grand finals. Do we see perhaps the rematch of them versus AttackPotency or versus LavenderRain? Let's go take a look at that replay. And by the way, a huge shout outs to Shudder, by the way. One of the GOAT mods here does nothing but help us out. And you know what? We love to let them mix it up as well, making it pretty far in the tournament. People forget, man. All right, chat, still 2 more matches. And then we're gonna, of course, gonna send you to Rips. But first, we must figure out how this is gonna go, because making it to grand finals, and I see Zach Attack, by the way, on those predictions. Thank you again, good sir. It's gonna be none other than Panther Zone Disarted. And chat, let's get this party started. Coming up next, this is gonna be the match you do not wanna miss. This is going to be AttackPotency versus LavenderRain, 2 of the craziest players in their region, a Final Kombat member, a player who wins online tournaments like it's going out of style. AttackPotency. The invites have been sent out. Let's do it. But first, we gotta see who's going. Wait. We gotta put that Disarted is going to grand finals. Why did I get this overconstructed bracket, chat? I hate it here. But at the same time, it will be. Diz going through, making it tough. And by the way, Killer Lord, thank you so much for the sub. Much love. And Disarted, he of course needs to win 1 more match. I gotta get a bracket that's less overconstructed, chat, but we will see. Chat, coming up next, AttackPotency taking on LavenderRain. Let's see what we've got in our Spin the Wheel Championship. All right, guys, so let's get back to those wheels if we can. So for LavenderRain, here in this semifinal, let's see who he's gonna be getting. Let's see who AttackPotency is gonna be getting. I wanna see him on their mains. I wanna see it bad. The Takeda versus the Johnny Cage. All right, AP, you better be ready for this. Johnny Cage taking on Takeda. The best Takeda in the world, by the way. Taking on one of AttackPotency's main. He will not be completely out of the water, or I'm sorry, out of the woods here. Let's see what we've got, chat. This is gonna be a sweat show. LavenderRain taking on AttackPotency. And the semifinals are here to stay. We are here to play in one of the better matches you will see throughout the entire day. Let's go. And if you're just joining us, by the way, welcome to the semifinals. And if you've been here the entire time, thank you so much for being here. It does mean a ton to us. Another overhead lash. And another low coming courtesy of both of these players. LavenderRain right now. Oh yeah, I have the names on backwards. Chat, they're on backwards. All right, but AP right now gonna be starting to kind of serve up against this Takeda. Another overhead into the tremor, keeping everything safe. LavenderRain might be spending some armor, one would think, pretty soon. Another 4-3, down 1. And another solid grab though, says get off of me, good sir. All right, and another solid grab though. Look at Lavender cooking. Lavender trying to bring this all the way back though, and this is not where you want to be against this Takeda. Another overhead swipe, 4-3, 4-3-2, down 1, and now this is Lavender though, trying to get the instant air. Not gonna be getting it though, that's a huge punish, but no, he misses it. The overhead will land though. Lavender will be taking the lead ever so slightly. Look at Lavender, look at the pressure. How do you deal with this? The grab again coming from Jax. Another low, 4-3, up to the high heavens we go, and another 2-1-2 for your viewing pleasure. And another jump in, yet again, another grab. AP, is there any way he can beat this character? This would be quite the upset if he were to beat this Takeda. Maybe not Lavender overall, but this Takeda for sure. And he's gonna spend that fatal chat. No, okay, we're breaking away immediately. LavenderRain does not want to deal with any or all of this. Another low. AttackPotency, he rinsed it, and that's gonna be the round. And Lavender with the patience of a turtle and absolutely gonna be letting it loose. He did not even need to spend the fatal blow. What a godly combo.
This doesn't have to go further.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, and another whiplash effect. The Jack's coming through, and by the way, Lavender really starting to wake up. The unfortunate news is this is the only match where he can use this Takeda in our spin the wheel setup. Championships, down one. AP is matching. Forward 3-2 up to the high heavens, and now trying to avenge SoulsFate. That was such a good set, by the way. That might have been the set of the tournament, but now this could be the set of the tournament. Another 2-1-2 yet again. Good grab, and sends him into the stratosphere. Look at the damage coming from Lavender. By the way, we've got one more match for you after this. It will be the winner of this, taking on Disarted. You're gonna have to go all the way to the EU region if you want to win this money. All right, diving right up in there, the down one though, and now Lavender more than ready for it though. AP needs a lot more damage. The jump in, he challenges the Johnny jump. That is crazy. No way. All right, the Johnny's loaded. Good flawless block from Lavender. Lavender right now sitting still. Can he get that last bit of mix? Good shadow kick. Into the air. The tremor is loaded. Plus frames from AttackPotency. Oh, he calls it out. What a godly call out coming from Lavender. A 1-0 score just like that. And now you can see why this is the best Takeda on the planet. You can see why Lavender was at Final Combat. But AttackPotency, they've got more tricks up their sleeve. Let's see what we got coming out. Let's hope that wheel favors them, Chad, and let's get you right to it. In an absolute cinematic matchup, man. I could not have wrote this up any better myself, Chad, but we are going to send it right back in your general direction, and we are going to let it be known who is going to be coming out and with what. And Chad, coming up next for both these players, Lavender, what do we got?
Jump.
And for AttackPotency, we need the Omni-Man. Do they get the Omni-Man? They do! Oh, this is a... Oh, wait, it's still moving. It's still moving. All right, Ermac versus Omni-Man. Now AttackPotency will get a chance with their main character. And this was... Oh, no, it's Rain. Oh, wait. Okay, no, we're good. I'm tripping. I'm actually tripping. It's Ermac. Yeah, Chad. L Production at its finest. All right, Chad, it is going to be the Ermac versus the Omni-Man. I took a look back at it. I was like, wait, no, the wheel said something else. But we are good to go, Chad. I'm just spazzing out again and again. Going back to Johnny's match, and by the way, this is the level you want to pick because it has the best ping. Remember, in international events, you need all the leverage you can get. Big punch coming from AP saying, you know what? Let me show you what an Omni-Man main looks like. Takes him up to the high heavens. Here we go. Into the air. Big whirly-bird technology coming from AP. Another big stomp. Oh, but that's going to be a full punish coming from Lavender. Says, you know what? I got something to show you. Hold this. 50% if he does not drop it. LavenderRain and AttackPotency continuing to batter each other. Can Lavender get the full burger? Man, I thought he just played Takeda, showing he does not. Thunderclap, but Janet was right there. The duck coming from Lavender. He is cooking. Shutter, that's fantastic. I'll make sure to buy it 10 years from now. Throws it back on the ground. Oh, Whirlybird is going to be good. Not going to be getting any damage, though, due to that Death's Embrace. Darius mix. Down one. Look at Lavender with the quickest reactions. You cannot stagger this man. And Padawan with the follow. Thank you so much. Trying to get the swipe, down one, AttackPotency. Trying to go with that down one yet again. They need this win. There's gonna be the stop. There's gonna be the Darius. Spin the fatal blow. Absolutely let loose. And let's see, he absolutely will. AP wants this. And by the way, these two, I don't believe have ever played each other. What a set. And just a huge shout out to everybody who's coming through here tonight, guys. Thank you again so much for supporting. As you guys know, this is going to be my job. This is my main job that we do. And guys, thank you so much for allowing me to do that. And a huge shout out to the players, by the way, for continuing to support. And that is going to be Lavender with the comeback. The big crunch nails him.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, we've got jump-ins all over the place. AttackPotency. They cannot afford to lose this round, to lose 2-0 with your main character. Oh man, that would not behoove you whatsoever. Another stomp. There's gonna be the Darius mix. He picks it up. And now Lavender says enough is enough. Give me my, you can have my meter, but I'll be taking your health bar. Another big stomp though. Here we go. The damage is only cooking up from here. And if you're just joining us, welcome to our Spin the Wheel. This was supposed to be a fun tournament that turned into a $200 challenge. AP in the lead. AP in a significant lead. Can they get the mix? They can. Here we go. Lavender is getting sent through the ringer, and Chad, this is going to most certainly be a dominant round coming from AttackPotency.
You're not done.
Final round. Fight.
All right, Chad. And yeah, we did just see Lavender the other day in Rips Arena taking on Garkusha. But right now, he's got some North American sweats to deal with, and maybe one of the biggest North American sweats who still competes. Remember, in this late stage of MK1, there is not a lot of players left on the roster, but we still have the Omega sweats. Lavender is cooking in the corner, Chad. Good. Overhead yet again. And a nice duck though coming from AP. He says, I'm doing this. I don't care. I'm getting this 1-1 score come hell, come high water. Down 2 and the Darius Whirlybird. The life lead negligible. 1-2. Down 1. AP, the stop, no good. And gets the last hit though. All right, Lavender's got to be on the lookout for that Darius. No, the down 2 cancel! That was godly! That should be the round. Here, no, he drops it! Another chance, chat. AP, you've got to go. Does he even have a chance to play the game? Does he get to play the game again? Whirlybird! And this is the crunch. He's got to go, he's got to do something, but that is going to be a flawless block! And Lavender on a 2-0 score. Holy moly! Lavender is just getting better, and these are not, I don't know what to say, chat. We just gotta go make sure we look at this replay. I don't got too much to say. I wanna shut my big yapper for 1 second while we watch this replay. Look at the flawless block, by the way. Would have been a punish regardless, but just shows you the precision of LavenderRain. And I gotta say, chat, in this matchup, some of the biggest sweats you will see. All right, chat, it is time for that wheel. Let's see if AP can get any luck here, chat. Let's do the damn thing. Coming out for Lavender, coming out for AP. What do we got? It is going to be Rain coming for Lavender and Conan coming for AP. They do play quite a bit of this character. They've won tournaments with this character. Let's see what we got, chat. Let's do it. It is going to be the Rain taking on the Conan. Let's get going. I don't know what this matchup is on paper. I would think it might favor Rain, though, just because of the zoning. We shall see, chat. Thank you guys again so much for hanging out with us. And AP is saying, LMAO, I have no idea. I have no idea. And oh, yeah, Low Tier's pissed about the Conan. I don't like you, he says, but you know what? We're just having some good old-fashioned fun. Let's get you back to it. And by the way, after this, of course, we're sending you to the arena, the godfather of MK1. But first, we got business to handle here, including our co-main event, and then our main event, chat, again and again. Flamingos and rubber duckies in the background. All right, AP, let me put that scoreboard on. Performance issue, chat, you understand, of course. All right, the big sword coming in there, getting up in there nice and deep like. He said, y'all thought AP could beat Lavender top 8? Hey, man, people forget, man. People forget. Oh, keep in mind, Diz 1 Evo, by the way, so who knows how that's gonna go. I don't know how it's gonna go. Chat, right now this will be LavenderRain trying to take the lead back. All right, another use of the Whirlpool. And by the way, chat, however this goes, it's still great experience for the players. These are matchups they would not typically get. And by the way, on Spin the Wheel, I mean, the OS is written right there on the wall. So, I mean, it's just some good old-fashioned fun. Lavender right now on a tremendous lead. AP has most certainly seen better days. Another slam down, and LavenderRain looks to be closing this out. The guaranteed jump in. Is this gonna be enough? Trying to get that shimmy. Flawless block from AP, but still pushing on through. Is gonna be LavenderRain. Chat, this is going crazy.
Fight.
By the way, Disarted, make sure you send out those invites coming up next. We will be playing. Oh, wait, no. We should play on Lavender's, because I can't see him online. However, AP, though, says we're not done here. Nice. AP. They can do something here. They can bring this back, but it would take so much work. And wait, actually, I'm tripping, by the way. Hang on a second. All right, the overhead. The jump in AP right now is saying, you know what, Lavender's not going to Grand Finals. We are going to be cooking right here. Nice low again. All right, though, hang on a second. And into the air. And yo, what's up, Various? How you doing? I'm sure you're gonna be cheering on AttackPotency. AttackPotency is saying, Vape, shut your mouth. Lavender is not going to Grand Finals. We still have something to say here. He needs one more round, though. That is gonna be no ifs, ands, or buts about it. All right, AP's gotta go, and now has some solid momentum. And AP gets to play some of the best Rains in the world, including the likes of 2 Trillion. SoulsFate also has a very nice one. North America is jam-packed full of this character, and letting it be known. Yeah, Various, yeah, no, LavenderRain joking. He said, you know what? This seems like a fun event. I'm gonna go win it. However, AP still with something to say about it. Nice, so punch it on through. AP with a significant lead. Do we not get a blank? And can AttackPotency send this into an extra inning? The odds are tremendously in LavenderRain's favor to win this entire side of the bracket. However, not done yet. All the stuff yapping. I'm gonna let AttackPotency. LavenderRain getting clipped. Good low. And another overhead into the low. Backdashing, and look at, oh, LavenderRain, he was an inch away, aren't we all? And that is gonna be the game. AttackPotency sending this into some extra innings, saying nobody is getting blanked today. A 2-1 score. And chat, we gotta go take a look at that. We gotta go take a look at that booth review, because AP getting it done, saying, you know what? I just need one more. And then we're going to that game number 5. Let's see what's going down. JT, goddamn you. All right, I'm used to being confused. Yes, of course. I know, Shutter, yeah, but the thing is, AP will no longer have access to that low land. LavenderRain will, of course, not have access to that rain. Chat, let's see who this is going to favor. We've now got to spin that wheel again. And now, for LavenderRain, I think he wants the smoke, if I'm being honest. AttackPotency, what do we get here? He most certainly does not want that Takeda, I would not think. Oh, he gets the Homelander. This could be interesting, chat. This could be very interesting. And we know what the matchup should be if there was a game number 5. However, we are yet to get there. Luke, and I have no idea, Shutter. I don't know much. I don't know nothing, but I do know that this is going to be going down yet again. LavenderRain taking on AP.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, Chad, let's get it. Lavender cooking up, and now AttackPotency trying to send us to a game 5. Could they do this? Yet another command grab looking good. More lasers and more fireballs. This would favor Homelander, one would think. And remember, in this high ping, anything can happen. You better believe it. Thank you to all 100 people, by the way, for being in here, hanging out with us. And now Jack's going to be cooking, though. Can he get a combo? Nobody can get some Oki. Here comes Lavender with that. No punish, though. That Jack's keeping him safe. And for those who don't know, Lavender likes that Jax with basically every single character. Jack's a tremendous cameo in this game, does a lot of damage, has a lot of utility. They definitely buffed him to high hell, and there is going to be another ground pound, though. That is not going to favor. Wait, going for it yet again. All right, going for it. The Jack's ground pound. AttackPotency has most certainly seen better days. All right, AttackPotency, they've got to go for broke here. There's going to be the stance we need. He needs so much more damage, though. The Jax is still on the deck, though. Breaking the neck. AP can do this, but he's got to be... Oh, he tried to float into the air, but that is going to be the round. And now LavenderRain going to be on set point.
Round 2.
Chat, let's do it, man. Let's do it. Let's see if AttackPotency can send this to a game 5. He needs to win 1 round. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's got to face it 1 round at a time. Good diabolical dash. Into the sky we go. Oh, this is gonna hurt, Chad. This is gonna hurt. AttackPotency needs to keep him here. Do we see the armor? Ooh, the whiffopotamus. Forward 4. Good takeoff. AP, though, really starting to wake up. Into the sky. Look at the Jax again. Coming through. Oh, that should be a punish, but yeah, there it is. AP with the lead. Chad, do we get that game number 5? I want to see it. I want to see it. Another overhead, the double overhead. And there is gonna be some damage coming from Lavender. And look at the movement, Lavender, showing why he was top 8 at Final Kombat. Down 1, double down 1. All right, Jax again. That is going to be some free Oki coming courtesy of LavenderRain. Looking to put this away. Guaranteed damage yet again. And AttackPotency, he's got to go. But that is going to be the game, and that is going to be Lavender. Let me just say GG's to both. I've been looking forward to seeing that match for so long, and it did come in spin the wheel fashion. Hopefully next time, though, we can do it the old-fashioned way. Thank you both so much for playing. But, chat, we have one more round for you guys to watch. A winner-take-all scenario. This is going to be LavenderRain taking on Disarted. But first, let's go take a look at that replay. AttackPotency played their ass off, but at the same time, chat, I think we can all say a very enjoyable set. No blanks today, by the way. Good stuff. But still one more, and let me show you guys what we've got coming your way. Taki saying Diz is cooked. Not like this, Taki. By the way, LavenderRain, send me one more invite if you can. We're going to reset up that hill just to give you guys some better connection odds. Chat, going to grand finals is going to be none other than Imp's own, Final Kombat's top 8's own LavenderRain. Let's get it, Chad. South America is here. This is South America versus EU. And this is going to be a spin the wheel for the cheddar. Let's get it, chat. Let's send it your way, and let's get going. LavenderRain looking to win his 2nd tournament here, by the way. It has been quite a while since we've seen him, but we are more than happy to get him back. Let's do it, chat. Let's get going. And the final match. And by the way, if you missed this right now, you will catch us on YouTube tomorrow. And by the way, if you do want to join us on the YouTube side of things, look no further than right here. We're uploading. We're trying to upload every single day. People forget, man. We're trying to upload. All right, Disarted coming out of Europe. Disarted, most notably the EVO 2021 EU Online Champion. And LavenderRain, most notably the top 8 Final Kombat for MK1. Invites have been sent. All right, guys, this is the big one. This is the one where it all goes down. LavenderRain taking on Disarted. The wheels are going up right now in chat. I want you to tell me who you have winning. Let's see who they come out with. For LavenderRain to start us off, and for Disarted, we have... This is going to determine a lot right here. EU versus South America. And all right, for Lavender, we're getting the Rain, and for Disarted, we are getting the Raiden. Good stuff, man. This is going to be an interesting one. Neither of these two, particular their mains. Let's see how much Disarted has been practicing with that Raiden. Let's get... Remember, go to Johnny's Mansion here. Yeah, we had a little bit of a hiccup here, so there was a bit of a cut there. But we're good to go now.
Water and
all right, it's going to be the same loadout. It will be Disarted coming out with that Raiden. And LavenderRain coming out with the Rain. This is looking already a little bit more crisp. Let's hope it holds up, chat. Let's hope for goodness sake.
Fight.
All right, Disarted taking on LavenderRain right now. LavenderRain coming out, aura farming with the Rain. Yeah, this connection's way better. I'm the best tournament host ever, and by that I mean I'm the worst. Okay? All right, though, still pushing on through our boat gentlemen here, and this is gonna favor none other than Disarted. Yeah, these EU servers looking better. The ping is gonna be high regardless, Chad, but as I said before, we've just gotta play with the cards we are dealt. And now LavenderRain on the comeback. Can he take the life lead? Both these players continuing to push on strong. Only one is gonna be getting this dub. All right, though, the pew-pew. Oh, the connection's starting to heat up again. Not like this. We gotta go. All right, LavenderRain yet again coming through with the shimmy technology. All right, whipping in public, though, the back three, the double back three. And another back three that go right alongside it, Chad. And here comes Lavender. And we got spurts here, Chad. And remember, this is gonna be a worldwide tournament, so we know what we're dealing with the overhead. Yet again in the bomb squad. Disarted, can we take this to down one? The low, no good. Lavender getting down one, and that should be a punish. No, not quite. Oh, that could have been a punish as well. All right, Disarted, though, will not have the life lead, but this is going to be the round coming for Lavender.
Behold my power.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, let's get it, chat. Let's roll. All right, Whirlpool technology. Here comes LavenderRain. Ping is clear enough, though, by the looks of it. We got these good matches on, chat. We got the good. All right, another jump in, coming courtesy of both players, and now this is going to hurt. Look at LavenderRain going off. Diz needs this, though. He needs to come back. The anti-air in the high ping. Okay, still pushing on through. Another good low. Good stuff again coming from Lavender. And the waterworks on full display. Big kicks coming around the world. Hippopotamus Diz has got to find a way to spend that armor, get those combos started. Striker on deck yet again. And by the way, it does appear Lavender has finally switched cameos, opting for the Janet, the one character he switches for. Disarted's on roller skates, Chad, and this could be the beginning of the end. One more is all either player would necessarily need, but Lavender does have breakaway. Another grab, he cannot break from that. What is it we cooking with? And another overhead. Is there any way he can bring this back? Another jump in. Disarted, another grab, Chad, is that enough? And one more. Diz, he needs to get this. But Lavender gonna take it with a 1-0 score. Lavender refusing to give up on that. And yes, the ping is high, but so are the stakes, and so is the level of gameplay. 1-0, Lavender on the Rain. Let's go take a look at that replay. We got Medusa, I'm right there with you. And by the way, what's up, Johnny Biggie? How you doing? Yeah, you already, people forget, ping's a thing. And guys, yeah, this is one of the things that we could have been, that we knew was gonna happen, but at the same time, there's nothing we can do. It's an online event. We just gotta let it play ball. Thank you guys again so much for being here, and let's try to give you the best matches possible. And Chad, I think it's time we bring out the wheel, because let's see, who do we got coming out for both players? All right, these are gonna be in reverse. So, for Disarted, he will be on the right, and it will be Lavender on the left. Disarted, he needs the Havoc. Does he get the Havoc, though? He gets Liu Kang. A Liu Kang mirror, let me see it. Don't give him the Takeda, no! Diz, I am so sorry. I think I'm so sorry, Diz. All right, Takeda versus Liu Kang, going at it. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. The best Takeda in the world. Coming through, he gets his main again. And by the way, Takinada, yeah, he was so close to getting that Havoc, but it is not going to be happening, not right now.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, Chad. Diz, he's got to go. It does not matter. He cannot focus on anything Lavender has done in the past. He's got to focus on right now. Nice. And all right, as you guys know, we are predominantly an EU event. This is the one time, by the way, in about 9 months, we have had a South American player here, and it's none other than LavenderRain, the man who does not stop grinding, and he's got all the optimals in the high ping. Nice, the jump in, Diz. Can you get anything started? Trying to get those staggers. Lavender not calling him out. Down one. This has to feel like you are fighting in water, but at the same time, there's still some pretty good gameplay, I will say. More bombs on the loose. Into the sky we go. The 3-3, and here comes Diz. Diz right now is cooking. Diz is going crazy. Good low. And yo, what's up, Yardy? Thank you so much, man. Hopefully, oh wait, he might have this. Diz, go. The jump in. LavenderRain. Overhead. And the jump again. He catches him.
Gotcha.
Kills the cameo. Ooh. And tries to go poke special, but Lavender is way too aware for it. That is going to be the round. And Rage Kratos, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do. We just have to let him play. And yeah, this is South America, literally probably, I think, Brazil to Russia. And by the way, the ping, we've seen these two play before. The ping used to be so much better. The thing is, yeah, Warner Bros. Does not really support the Russian side of the servers anymore. So we just have to let it go. We just have to let it roll. And now more gunshots on the loose. And by the way, Daddy Demonic says, dude's fighting in the Matrix, man. You better believe it. Keanu Reeves gonna be on full display. LavenderRain is cooking, though. Another guaranteed Oki. Overhead, though. Ooh, my goodness. All right, Chad. Yeah, once again, this will be on YouTube. Lavender breaking away. That is interesting. Does not want to give up an inch. And Chad, that is going to be the round. That is going to be the game. A 2-0 score coming for LavenderRain. And Chad, yeah, I did not know this was a thing, by the way. I've seen them play before. It's on YouTube. You can look it up. It's crystal clear. At the same time, though, as a tournament host, I just have to let it play out. It's nothing I can do. So my apologies, guys, for the high ping. I am sorry, Disarted, but still, we have to keep playing. However, let's see if Disarted can get that Havoc. Let's see if this can look a little bit better. And Yardy, unfortunately, that is what it is. In MK11, this would have been easy. All right, chat, let's do it, though. This is going to be Disarted. Let's do it, and let's roll. So, coming out on the wheel is going to be... All right, Disarted going to be on the right side. What do we got here? He does get the Havoc, he does! And the smoke as well, coming for LavenderRain. Can Disarted send us into any extra innings? All right, there is still a chance here for Disarted. He needs to work very, very hard, though. Let's get it, chat. Let's go.
Jax. Striker. Treasure.
All right, LavenderRain currently cooking up that 2-0 lead.
You reject liberation?
I want no part of your chaos.
Round one. Fight.
All right, chat, let's go. And by the way, Shutter, what is there I can do? Ooh, man. All right. I might have to let the YouTube know about this, yeah. Man, we are roller skating here, chat. I'll tell you that. This is tough. This is tough. All right, we're still trying to push through. All right, it's clearing up. It's clearing up. Oh, that's a good point, Shutter. Ooh. Should I host this? Is there like a middleman we can do here? I'm used to high ping. I'm all about it. But this may be the worst ping I've ever seen. And if you're watching on the YouTube side of the things, I am super, super sorry about this. Oh my God. The ping is actually, oh my goodness. He said just host an offline tournament. Yes. 500 MS. And once again, if you're watching on the YouTube side of things or if you're watching here in the Twitch channel, I am so sorry, man. But we do worldwide tournaments. This is the first time I've ever seen it like this. We do matchups from all around the world. All right, but LavenderRain once again gonna be cooking. I mean, yeah, there's nothing we can do. We just gotta let it play out, chat. So we're gonna call it like it is. There's nothing we can do but rush forward. Cinema, chat. Let's see if Diz can get on the board. Oh, that's a punish and a half. No, ping had nothing to do with that. All right, good low. Diz, can we finish this off? Another grab. Striker with the gut blowing out technology. Good low, double low. Down one. And back three. Down one again. I'm sorry, down three again. Trying to catch him out of the air, but there's 9 seconds. He ducks it. That was just a godly read coming from Lavender.
Round two. Fight.
All right, chat, let's do it. Let's go and let's roll. All right, into the air. And yeah, that was just a solid reaction, by the way. Jax destroying the striker Lavender on set point. All right. Yeah, Yardy, I don't know. I'm not sure. But either way, this is not going to be his best odds. And now Lavender on the verge of putting this entire tournament away. Can he do it? Can he do it right here and right now? The overhead, the helping hand, but he flawless blocked it. Lavender in the 500 ping. And this could be the beginning of the end. But wait, we do have meter. The grab. All right, another jump in. Good low into the blood ball. Lavender needs about one more combo. Is this gonna be enough, Chad? Disarted not giving up, not just yet. Flawless block yet again, the blood ball. And this looks like it could be chip territory. And that is going to do it. And guys, I am super sorry about that. This was supposed to be a fun event, and I did not expect $200 on the line, but that will be LavenderRain winning it by a score of 3-0. I am super sorry about that ping, guys. Definitely not something I expected. And like I said, I have seen them play before, and definitely something I did not expect. But you know what, Chad? All I gotta say is that is going to be the tournament. That is going to be everything. And guys, that is going to be what we have coming your way. And Lavender, it's not your fault. Disarted, it's not your fault. It is just the way that the servers are now. As we know, NRS not really supporting the Russian side of the servers. But Chad, with that result, that is going to be none other than LavenderRain coming through, getting that title. And Chad, GG's to all. South America does have a champion. And I gotta say, LavenderRain, we definitely want to see you again. Maybe we're gonna change things up a little bit, though. I can definitely see me improving off of this. And Disarted, thank you so much for playing. Chad, either way, that is going to be the tournament. GG's to all, and thank you everybody for playing. Other than that, guys, I got nothing else for you. I'm going to be sending you over to the arena. Tell Rips we said hi. You guys have a great day, and other than that, I will see you later. Much love, and bye-bye.